Guys.
Close enough? Yeah. That'll work.
Guys.
Can you see anything?
Yeah, Michael, what's up, buddy?
Guys.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, so we're going to be coming in a little early, so you'll have a little longer pre-game show.
Why?
If you want to take extra commercials, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do it. He said we're gonna come in. What time does a little early mean? 12:30 on the dot, or
12:34.
12:34. We're gonna join live from Justin De Sorrento Memorial Field.
De Sorrento Memorial Field.
Memorial.
Of Kent Denver High School. Righty ho. And the myth, the legend.
Hey, Clark.
Brady.
People like me because I'm rarely late, and I enjoy a pair of slacks and ice cream. I love ice cream and mayonnaise. Putting them together. Jake, have you ever had ice cream and mayonnaise? Doesn't sound very good, does it?
We're having that for dinner tonight.
Oh, it does sound wonderful.
I'm going Kent Denver and
Thanks, man. No, I've got one.
Hey, Brady.
Yeah, what's up, Michael?
Are there any children around you?
Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Why?
Running with the devil.
Why?
Logan
Why?
This guy right here,
yards throwing
child
Huh?
somewhere.
Another
You hear what?
1,500 rushing it.
He's like a child somewhere.
There's a child?
37.
Yeah. I hear him through Skype.
Yeah.
What does he want it to be, a library?
I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest with
Football
you.
game. There's people all over the place. Come on, Michael.
Yeah, but I
Wait, you hear that now? Jake, say something. Say, hey, it's hot out here.
No, it's not.
Can you hear that?
Hot out here. Oh, boy.
Did you hear that? Is that what you're hearing?
I did. It sounded like a really bad impression of Mickey Mouse.
Hi, boys and girls.
So, I need to know, do we not use Skype or what?
I'm probably going to do Tele.
Okay. Well, just make it happen.
You did. You're going to go try to make it grow?
You know what they say, don't you, Michael? Clarkster. Filming at 11 later tonight.
That's right. You're exactly right. Because you see the little black dudes, the little black pellets?
Where did that pin go that I was just using? I was just using a pin, Clark.
Today.
Yuck. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, no. What'd you do now?
Yeah, I just put this pin in my pocket.
You can't leave because we can't get out of here. Pete, son.
Did you see that guy fall? You see that guy fall?
Ooh, down he goes. Down goes Frazier. Boom, right at my feet. Get Googleable. There you are. How you doing?
Down goes Frazier. Michael, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, row your boat ashore.
They're probably all going to hear our commercials.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You know how you hear our commercials?
Yeah.
They're probably going to hear it that way.
Okay.
You know,
That's fine.
exactly like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, she was Kent Denver.
Just drank a drink of
Denver
water.
Broncos shirt on.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be a big game, Michael. They got a nice field
A
here.
little confusing.
There's a flock of geese flying overhead.
Was going to be 65, but they found out I'd be here today, and so it's 45.
It's cold. Jake, I'm not going to lie to you. Aren't you cold with your shorts?
This is so much warmer than we were last week, though.
I thought it was warmer.
Well, and it's not going to be dark either. That's what's great. Last week, my knees again. My knees, Clark. They were giving out on me.
Yeah. The kneecaps. Very good.
Kneecaps.
All right. I think we're, let's see if we want to convert some of these notes to the board.
Flock of geese overhead.
As opposed to flocks of people
Flock of
who have weird hair on their head.
That's
Scoring,
exactly
Kent Denver
right.
40.3, Platte Valley 40.1.
I think I'm going to bump you guys in with Napoleon Dynamite music.
Okay.
What did you say you're going to do to us?
Oh, Clark.
Bump you off.
I love the humming.
Don't forget the North Colorado Medical Center, Northern Colorado Prep Preview, brought to you by Banner Health, North Colorado
use
Medical
this or
Center.
not?
Yeah, kind of.
Would you guys like to listen to the
No.
Colorado Prep Preview
No,
show?
we've got our headphones on. Just leave it off for the moment, if you can.
Bluer. I'm going to say bluer.
Okay, well, I will let
you know what?
Thing.
You can put the put the audio in, because I do talk about Trey.
Matt Pettyjohn, Charlie Lippett,
Okay.
Chance Tanner is 50.
Whatever you need for your 4x4 or truck, CRP 4x4 and truck accessories has it. Lift kits, running boards, toolboxes, shocks, toppers, winch bumpers, wheel guards, bed liners, tonneau covers, performance enhancements, tens of thousands of items in inventory. We sell it, we install it, we stand behind it. Weld County's biggest and best 4x4 and truck accessory dealer is here for you and your truck. CRP 4x4 and truck accessories, 21st Avenue and 9th Street in Greeley, or crptruck.com.
If your car, truck, or trailer need repair, for a complete selection of auto parts for any vehicle, look no further than Gould Parts Incorporated, your local Napa Auto Parts store in Eden. Whether you have a small car repair or you're looking to remodel your favorite tractor, their knowledgeable staff is sure to point you in the right direction. Stop in today at Gould Parts Incorporated, your local Napa Parts store in Eden off Highway 85 in Collins, across from McDonald's. Or give them a call at 454-3355. That's 454-3355.
1510 KFKA.
That's a honking camera. Holy
This is Terry Johnson. Over the years, I've sold thousands of my friends' vehicles in Greeley and northern Colorado. There's a nasty rumor going around that I've retired. That's wrong. I'm now the general manager of Loveland Ford in Lincoln, located on Highway 34 on the way into Loveland. Stop in and I'll show you a great line of made-in-America Fords and Lincolns and some exceptionally well-priced used cars, vans, and trucks. This is your old friend, Harry Johnston. I'm open for business at Loveland Ford and Lincoln.
The voice of Northern Colorado High School Sports, 1310 KFKA.
Good Saturday afternoon, Northern Colorado. You're listening to a special edition of the Northern Colorado Prep Preview Show, brought to you by Banner Health, North Colorado Medical Center, named Distinguished Hospital for Clinical Excellence in Health Grades. No matter the list, North Colorado Medical Center scores. Folks, I'm Brady Hull, and Clark Johnson will join us a little bit later as we get set and ready for action. 2A championship football weekend between the Platte Valley Broncos and the Kent Denver Sun Devils, rather. Should be an exciting football game. The last time these two teams met was clear back at the beginning of the season when Kent Denver won that game fairly easy, 46-14. That was clear back on August 31st, so we can sit here and tell you all day long that it doesn't matter what happens in that first week of the season, and it certainly was the case for Platte Valley as they went on a heck of a winning streak, beating Wells Central, Sterling, and then, of course, the big victory that they got against Brush on September 21st, 63-7. Kind of took the 2A Patriot League by storm, as maybe a lot of just the 2A League in general. When they beat Brush, not only did they beat them, but they beat them so easily, 63-7. Then they went on to beat Strasburg, 55-2, Fort Lupton, 47-15. Had some big football games, and then it all came down to this: October 12th, regular season football against the Eaton Red, the top two teams in the 2A Patriot League. Of course, Eaton number one at that time. Eaton ends up beating Platte Valley 49-30. Platte Valley was up 16-7. Almost at halftime, I should say. It was about a minute left before the half, and Platte Valley's up by 16-7. And Eaton finds a way to go down and score. They come right back, make the score 16-14, and then with about 50 seconds left, Platte Valley decides to try to go down and score. At least they're lined up in the passing formation, shotgun Logan Sitzman, and they end up throwing an interception. Eaton goes right back down, scores again, makes the score 21-16 at the half, and Eaton ultimately went on to win that game 49-30, much closer than the final score dictated there. So Platte Valley loses a heartbreaker, but it didn't matter because they got right back on the horse, beat teams like Valley, University. Then they get into the playoffs, and they do it convincingly. They beat La Junta 38-6 to set up their rematch against the Eaton Reds, and it was a snowy football game. Clark and I were.
I thought we tried that in the past.
It might have been their check 1 2 testing. Testing. Clark Johnson sitting
Got it? Oh,
court.
goody.
He's sitting courtside.
Courtside today from By Sorrento. When we go to break, our mics are going to be open on the. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm turning you off. Oh, you are going to? Okay.
Oh.
I was going to say we could just watch what we're saying. And...
No, I turn you off and then I do some live sponsor.
Right on, man. Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I sent Kevin a list of our sponsors that we'll be reading during the game, and he didn't seem to think that was a conflict or anything. So.
Well, he's riding on our shorts today, so that's the way it goes. Jaden Franklin, number 2, rushing the football behind Austin Eckler this year, also number 2 in touchdowns with 28. Chance Tanner leading the state in tackles and the team 130. Jake Smith is 129 for Platte Valley. Team-wise, they're the number 5 total offense team, as Platte Valley's number 1 total offense. Number 2 in scoring for Kent Denver, Platte Valley's number 3. Only undefeated team left in the 2A tournament, and they're here today.
Maybe at like halftime.
Left elbow is killing me.
Maybe at like halftime or at the first quarter. And I have my chocolate.
So we at. Do you want to sit here for a little bit and see what it's like?
I'm fine. I kind of like it up
You
there.
do? I don't want, if you get bored up there, though, or you don't like it there, just tell me.
The bigger the school, the smaller the bleachers.
You can sit. Boy, isn't that the case?
Some of that, sometimes those kind of things can really hurt you as a team and as a community. No question about it. Platte Valley, a small community
Okay,
where
Brady.
so many people just get into what their teams do, what their schools do, and when something terrible like this, a big injury, a death, or something along those lines can
Okay,
certainly.
here's your bonus question. Last week in the game against Florence.
Yeah.
How many touchdowns did Jaden?
And hats off to Trey
18.
Johnson. He's usually just that
18.
fighting
I like his answer.
better and better. Not out of the
How many did he
hospital
have?
Zero.
yet, but we obviously hope
Five.
his recovery continues to
0,
go
50.
well as each week progresses.
That's a record. That's a lot of touchdowns. How many did Derek Jackson have last week? Did he have 5? In the Pueblo West, Windsor?
Once the game was over, I didn't care.
I just wanted to get into the car.
70-something yards.
You know what? This Broncos team, I think they
I like
got a
this
lot of
area. I think I'm going to go to school here in the fall.
Again, I talked about the
college.
game there, and
I'm going to go back to high
obviously
school.
the game later in the regular season. This is a team that I think
Dad, this is in the college.
Broadcasting degree.
decent team. They might get into the playoffs. They should get
I
into
don't
the
even know
playoffs.
what
I
my
don't think
degree is.
anyone
Something in
quite
media.
thought that Coach Hoffman and the
It's
Broncos
media
would
relations, and it's not even a degree. It's just an
get in
associate's.
that first round.
So it's not.
Beat La Hunter, maybe we're getting
doesn't
there,
really
but
have
man,
that.
you tell me that they're going to go beat East
I've
and they're gonna
arrived.
destroy Bayfield in the third round.
I've arrived.
You know, you might
To
call
the
me crazy,
to the
but
ball.
you gotta
I'm at the ball.
say, great job to the Platte Valley Broncos team
starting
for
lineup.
what they've been able to accomplish
you-
all season, and a big
I
part of
usually
that
hit those about 10 minutes till you guys aren't
number
going on
5,
till
Logan Sisman.
like,
Coach has got to be happy.
Okay. He had said at the start. Well, I think what he said is maybe it's when the PA doesn't start. I guess that's
I usually do. We don't even incorporate the PA into our radio, so
I guess that's what I'll do.
I don't really read a starting lineup because I don't have the offensive line stuff, but I just go down skill position.
Okay. Well, I'll jump on when they do that, and I'll give you kind of a high sign if you can say
Joining us on today. I'm going to say that throughout too, so people can jump over. Because we're not losing anything if they go onto the site and watch it. They still get their feed. So.
and you're doing live reads in game, so your sponsors don't lose anything.
Well, they will lose commercials though. I take that back. They'll use the studio commercials. Doesn't matter. We're still going to do it.
Why do some people
No, they won't lose those. What am I saying?
Daddy, why do some people do like white sticker things on the phone?
Those are when you do something great, you get those. They give you 1 or 2 or 4 or whatever for a game for doing something, make a great tackle or score. So the guys you see with all those on there are guys that are integral in them winning. Yeah, that 34 right here, that's Caleb Creech right there. He's got a ton on his helmet. He's this guy in the squatting position right here. He's their starting running back, and he's also a linebacker. Second on the team in tackles. He's a linebacker and running back.
Right now, they hit each other like as hard as they can.
Pretty much. Not totally, but they get warmed up. Yeah. No, they're not. But they're probably hitting at 60% or so. Nice drill like that.
Right there on the 4-yard line, saying like go, is that their head coach?
Which one's Hoffman? You know which Coach Hoffman is? I've never met him.
I've never seen him. I've talked to him.
Oh, how many times have we talked to him? But I still
He's got to be one of those guys. I bet he's a.
You know, I'm thinking he's one of the guys in the dark blue.
Yeah. He's probably. I don't know.
Located at 45 East Collins Street, Napa Auto Parts. Bring us our Napa Auto Parts kickoff each and every week, and they'll bring us our tip-off in the basketball season as well.
I wonder if DeWall will be here today. This might interest him this
Championship week will take a week, probably maybe a week and a half. I believe December
and then Denver.
basketball game of the season featuring the East Reds. So it should be exciting. There's no doubt about it. We're going to step aside and take a short break.
Paul Rios is 43. Dylan Jones is 57. Wyatt Maker's 45.
Medical excellence in emergency medicine. No matter the list, Northern Colorado Medical Center is recognized as a leader in patient care. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
27's Evan Francis, 53. Lance Nervold plays too.
You got your rosters?
Kiddo.
Can I snag? Look at this.
Take it away. Take it away, Big Team. Take it away.
Is that cloud going to go away soon?
Is that cloud? I don't know. That's a big cloud. Look at it. The size of half the state.
It is a big cloud.
We need that sucker to roll over there. Look at those
Clouds.
guys.
It's cloudy.
Is that right? It followed you there.
Hello, sports fans. Terry Johnson. Play sports. It's good to have a strong.
Oh, he's going to the Springs, yeah.
Thinking about buying a new or used car, truck, or van, you will want to deal with people who have cars. That's why I'm now general manager of
The Jakes.
where we are
Right on.
Colorado, located in
Jake, what's going on, man?
of I-25 and Highway 34. Check out our great inventory of new and used Fords and Lincolns.
Right.
On the lot in Loveland or at
Oh, you know what? I need to put their height, weight, and year on some of those guys.
The precise additive so it can deal with the problem caused by low-quality diesel fuels. But which additive is right for your vehicle? The experts of all things diesel are talking about diesel injection ingredients will help you find the right additive for the right engine. Call Rocky Mountain Diesel at
Bigger Collins Landwear.
970-356-672 or visit .good.com. Get your registration locked in for KFKA's 12 Stores of Christmas at Greeley Lock and Key. You have until Thursday,
I heard you won a fantasy game.
to win a handgun vault worth over $100.
Last time I talked to you about fantasy, early in the season, you had, I think, were
I won in one.
completely defeated.
One league I'm doing well, the other league I'm doing terrible.
Is that right?
It's the league. I'm doing well in the league that I have Peyton Manning. The other league I have Jay Cutler and Michael Vick. Matt Forte, Sean, Steven Jackson, and believe it, Willis McGee. So I had to just drop him out. It's been a tough go, Jake. It's been a tough go.
Go for the head coach, Brady Hall.
In my fantasy team.
Coming through the woods here.
Bring it into the watershed in winter
let the guys get it ready for action. I like that. They can sit in the end zone. That's nice.
I want to go sit down in the middle. I want to go sit on one of the eyes. Think that'd be fun? Be a good time.
If we were back in Pueblo, they would have put us up either in that field over there or on top of that building.
Probably would have just made us climb that tree. Clark would have climbed one tree and I'd climb the other. We'd
If
be.
you would walk halfway out on that field, Jake, and put a table right there, that's about where they put us. I was like, how in the world are we going to see from there? Oh, you're not.
You just tell about who has the ball.
We drove 18 hours to get to that.
Oh, that, the table down there would probably be better, isn't the table right in the middle of that field? Because then you would probably get crushed.
That's a good point. It's a good point. We could go call a game from the middle. We should go call a game from the middle of the field.
France throwing the ball a little bit here.
If I had like
Daniel France.
just a mic, not all this stuff, just a mic, I would just call the game from the field. I'd be like Saragusa on the Sunday games, Clark, and I'd just walk around and talk to you.
The Goose.
Yeah, I'd say, Clark, man, there's a lot of stuff going on
Oh,
the
there
field.
is Goose.
Man, Clark, I don't know what you're seeing, but I am seeing some crazy things happening. And then you'll say, what kind of stuff? And I'll say, well, just a lot of crazy things.
It's crazy.
Back to you, Clark.
Crazy, Brady, crazy life. This is a championship.
That would be kind of cool.
This will be my second state 2A championship.
This is my first. I did 3A with you last year, 2A this year. Then we did a basketball championship together. We did
4A.
Was it
Windsor and Sterling
Yep.
a couple years ago, right?
Welcome back to the Northern Colorado Prep Preview Show, brought to you by Banner Health. Northern Colorado Medical Center ranked in the top 10 with McKee Medical Center for hospital safety and consumer reports. No matter the list, Northern Colorado Medical Center scores. Also want to take this opportunity to thank some of our special playoff sponsors, Kersey Insurance.
You know, they keep saying that. Sweet.
Jeez.
That's a different game. Oh, is that right?
Where are you guys?
I live in Utah.
Okay, I'm from Cheyenne Wells.
Okay.
So kind of around that. My sister's husband coaches for Eads.
Okay.
So
Sure.
they went to. But yeah, I played 8-man, so I at least kind of get it. But
Yeah, we did 8-man a couple.
8-man still has, 8-man is still traditional football.
That's Dave
Yeah,
Strand
yep.
and those guys. Marino.
who won this? Did Grenada win, or did they? I know they went to the. Did they? They were a power. When I was a freshman, they were really good, and then they just dropped off. They weren't very good for a while. So.
Yeah, I did a couple years
This one is Daniel.
Stratton is pretty good.
Those are all the receivers.
Are they 6-man now?
No,
They're still 8-man.
Then why is he throwing number
He's the backup
15?
quarterback too.
Oh,
We had a
he
lot
is?
of track meets.
And if you look on his
in Yuma.
stats, he also runs with the ball. Their receivers run with the ball. They play a
yeah.
what do they call that?
Yeah, it's.
They have some of the receivers are called wing backs here, so they line up kind of in the backfield
Yeah.
and they go out for passes. Most of them
Traveling.
also,
It's like I was
they can
talking with
also
Kevin.
carry the ball.
You know,
Like this receiver,
I was
he's
going
got
to do a
14
sports show. We
carries
were
this
talking
year.
about.
This guy's got 22 carries. This
You know
guy's got
why
14.
it would be nice. It would be better if teams would just play on Fridays and playoffs. And they're saying, well, a lot of
Dad,
us Cassie doesn't run a lot of
like 14
travel.
carries
People
and
travel.
128 yards?
It's like, well, where we're from, we
2
travel
rushing
every week
touchdowns.
anyway.
And
And
then
he's
like
got 34 catches for 553
We traveled 3
yards
hours
receiving
to play,
and 5 touchdowns.
Reno or
And the Blues, what he did last week, 3 catches for 85 and a touchdown.
And then for the
Yeah, we played deer trail quite a bit. That was fun.
the passing is pink and rushing
Yeah,
orange.
that's all for the year, right? And then the Blues, what they did last week.
Yeah,
Dad,
that's
in
right.
high school, do they rush more?
In most of
do they
those
rush
places you
more
can.
than in college?
Where is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say in high school you have quarterbacks that rush more than college. There are a lot of rushing quarterbacks in college you know about, but there's a lot more just passers in college.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's how we
Usually
would
you don't
always
find in high
stop
school
at
just
a gas
a
station.
quarterback that passes.
Stock up on a
Quarterbacks usually
sandwich or
run and
something like
pass.
that.
Yeah. You go through Burlington for a lot of stuff.
Okay, we always played Stratton, and because they were in our division when I was in school, and so we always went through there, and that was nice because we'd stop at Burlington and go to McDonald's, and it was like heaven for us. We didn't have it.
You guys are like really early.
Okay, so that's at least. Yeah. It's kind of worth it sometimes, yeah. Oh, really?
My first year of school went to.
Really? What were you? So you were you 2A then at that point? Probably. Yeah. Shine Wells used to be 11-man when I was in junior high, and then they were 1A, and then right when I got my freshman year, we dropped down to 8-man. Yeah, probably.
Now Akron's an 8-man, which is bizarre.
Yeah. Well, we always played Marino, and they were 8-man. It was like no way, you know. They'd get kids from Sterling coming over.
Yeah, Marino is always soft.
Yeah.
Just don't ever go there to do a game.
Oh yeah, that was when you had to do it on. Did you end up doing
50-mile-an-hour
that?
winds and no place to sit.
Did you end up doing that one? I forgot.
No. It was so cold that day. We went into the gym and I did a halftime 5 minutes and an end of the game 5 minutes. That was it. But they had the coolest gym in the world there. They had a little miniature gym, man. A regular high school gym. A beautiful wood floor and everything, and the baskets were about 8 feet high.
Wow.
Glass backboards. It was like if they took a regular gym and just miniaturized it. Jake was just having a blast. It was wonderful, man.
Jake,
I drove up there and there was nothing. It was like what you see on TV where all the people drive their cars up to the edge of the field.
Yeah.
And they're parked around the field, you know. I'm like,
They built a new field.
welcome to. Oh, did they really?
They sold those spots. They have
How about
parking
that?
spots.
Yeah.
They actually sold them to sponsors.
Oh.
You have your own reserved parking spot.
How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, I could just see it though. If it got dark there, they were going to turn their, everybody's going to turn their headlights on. Here we go.
And the guy that built it, it's a lot like this, except for the guy, there's a big guy in Akron. His house is right on the south side, right up on there.
Is that right?
He built a little shop with glass windows so he can sit with a beer and watch games.
That's nice.
He's outside school property.
Can't beat that. Yeah. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, you're in a small town. I remember guys that were graduated would watch our games and they'd sit on the south end zone, tailgate and sitting there drinking. And you're in a small town.
One of the first years I was doing radio, I remember being at Roosevelt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're familiar with that.
There were guys out there just had like a
Yeah.
bonfire and drinking beer just sitting right outside.
It's something else. Those smaller schools.
Hey, Micah. Michael Kilpatrick, a man barely alive. Hey, how long do we have to go here? Do you know? Michael.
Oh, burritos and Gatorade. Then you go to the big schools and they're like, now what do you want to do? You want to broadcast the game? Well, we started talking about it on the air, and we used to always talk about Valley and Hillcrest, how he would bring us burritos and stuff. And I got to joking with the World Central. It's like, oh, well, you come out here and do a game, and so we go out there and.
Man, this is a great spot to call a game from. Can see inside both 10-yard lines. Beautiful.
Out in the middle of nowhere out there. What's that? Kind of like this, actually. It wasn't a bad seat.
Confidence, especially some of these young guys in Platte Valley. Not a lot of seniors on the starting team. Take a look at all of their running backs for the most part. Juniors, all of their receivers.
I got
Adam
this
Bethel,
really just
juniors and sophomores. And on the defensive end, you've got a lot of juniors and sophomores. Adam Bethel, again, kind of a big player. We're talking about the UNC Bears. A lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. Sometimes they can run. Baseball industry year, training camp, so weird. When you got all the being a spread an extra year can add a lot of maturity there. Platte Valley runner, no doubt.
a nice field and get a lot more practice.
Everything is, they win this championship. Let's say they do come out, pull up the upset against Denver. They may very well be in the same place next year. Because when you got guys,
Brands, Bethel, Jakes, Colt, Daniels, 30.
never matching the juice. He'll be better.
Matarazzo's 7, Jake
Morris, 2.
Gotta love that.
Summer we coming on
30.
I was just trying to get a hold of Michael to find out exactly
What coming on 34?
Michael?
watching South Park.
Nice, the crowd's back there.
Broncos are on their redemption tour. Folks, as our high school football season wraps up, we would like to take this opportunity before the big football game starts, before our national auto parts kick off each weekend. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors that have been with us. Again, as you hear each and every Friday night,
You want to put your chair in? Just keep it there. When they sit down after a while, I don't know. I'll put it in for the start. Northern Colorado Prep preview shows coming up.
Clark Johnson,
Michael? Michael? Mitchell? Michael? Mitchell? Michael? Mitchell? Who do you think the camera guy is in the middle? Michael? Right there in the... Hey, so when are we coming back? And I noticed that you cut something out that I said yesterday. You're fired. I told everybody on the show, Clark. I told everybody on the pregame show, I said, you know, if you're in the area, you need to come by KFKA, ring the doorbell, and say hello to Michael. He will greet you. And I just heard it, and Mike had cut it out. He's a little I said, Michael went to Ames Community College. He's a great guy. Come by and say hello to him. Ring the doorbell. He'd love to see you. And Michael got so mad at me for saying it. He looked like a 3-year-old China doll.
What does that say?
It says, it's very important.
Hey, row your boat ashore, though.
We've got some special sponsors, Clark.
Boy, a nice day out here, and boy, the crowd just keeps filing in. You get a state championship game at any level, Brady, and you're going to have a big, big crowd on hand.
Football is a popular sport, Clark, and we are seeing it today. Got special sponsors.
And then we're coming on?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Kent Denver High School in Englewood, Colorado. I'm not going to say Di Sorrento Memorial Field.
I'm going to say Clark Memorial Field. Once you go dark, you never go Clark.
That's true. Everybody must have gone dark then, because nobody's going Clark.
Once you go lady.
Officially a virgin again.
Once you go lady, you never go Brady.
I'm going to get with a girl, and she's going to go, or lady, and I'm going to forget what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What's that?
What?
Yeah, CHSAA this, okay?
I don't actually. I think they're going to pot us down. I think they're going to pot us down.
I need a little longer rope. That's what she said. You need a longer rope, dude.
It's actually Desco Field.
Deso Field.
Deso, sorry. Invesco.
I'm not happy with my...
Huh?
I'm not happy with my length. From Kent Denver High School in Englewood, Colorado, it's time for the 2A state playoffs right here on Newstalk 1310 KFKA. Today, the Platte Valley Broncos, in search of their second gold ball, head down here to take on the Kent Denver Sun Devils as they look for their third state title. I'm Clark Johnson. Brady Hull, KFK analyst and host of Agfinity Sports Day, my partner in crime for the last 4 years along with me. And when you say state playoffs, as the crowd continues to pile in here, it's big crowds, it's big time football on the biggest day of the year.
It's like you said, Clark, and no matter where you are and what division you're in, it's a championship football game, and you're going to see folks filing in, and it's beautiful right here. The cloud cover's a little chilly on us here, Clark, but for the most part, it's a nice day. Should be a great day for football. The field's beautiful here at Kent Denver here, and then the cars continue to pull in. We're going to have a packed house, no doubt about it.
Troy Hoffman's Broncos come in 10-2. They lost only 2 games all year. One of them was to Eaton in the middle of the season in a conference game. Well, they've made amends by beating Eaton in the second round of the playoffs this year. The other team, Brady, that beat them opening week, they played right on this same field here against Kent Denver and lost 46-14 in that football game. And it was the first game of the season. It's a different Platte Valley football team now, a great defensive unit, and a team that's on a roll. A lot better chance. We've got a good football game here today. If they come back on this revenge tour, would be big to knock off Kent Denver here, make some amends against the Sun Devils, and get a state championship.
Yeah, the key here, if you look back at the stats at game 1 there between Platte Valley and Kent Denver, Logan Sitzman turned the ball over twice. They had a fumble later in the second half. You know, Kent Denver was clicking on every single level, but that's week 1. You just don't know what kind of football team you have, especially in high school in week 1, because you grow as a team, no doubt about it. This team certainly has. They went on a great winning streak, only losing twice this season. So you can wipe out what happened in the regular season. I think this will be a great football game.
Before we get to the individual numbers and individual players in today's game, let's talk about the teams and the totals for these two teams. Two of the best offenses in all of the state in 2A. In fact, Platte Valley, the number 1 total offense, 440 yards a game under their terrific quarterback, Logan Sitzman, who is individually the leader in total offense for all of the players in the state in 2A. Logan Sitzman has been absolutely terrific this year, but 440 yards for this offense. They're also number 3 in the state in scoring at 40.1 points per football game. Who's number 2 in scoring? The team they're facing today, the Kent-Denver Sun Devils, 40.3 points, so right on the same par scoring as Platte Valley. Total offense, they're number 5. Kent-Denver is 355 yards a game. And as we take a look at some of the players, we talked about Logan Sitzman for the Broncos, comes into the football game. Sitzman with 2,216 yards throwing the ball and rushing over 1,500 yards, so over 3,700 yards for the leader in total offense in the state. This is the guy that makes the Broncos go.
Yeah, he was we talked about this earlier, but he was one of our Loveland Ford Players of the Week, Clark, and when he gets things rolling, I like to go back to that game we covered at the beginning of the season between Platte Valley and Weld Central. Now, Platte Valley ended up beating Weld Central pretty easily, but it was interesting in the first couple of possessions because Logan Sitzman didn't look comfortable. He had a fumble that Weld Central actually got in the end zone. Once he calmed down, and once he got this team kind of settled down and ready to play, that's when this team went crazy, and Logan Sitzman can do that. One of the other opportunities, we watched them against Eaton, putting pressure on Logan Sitzman's key. So that's what the Sun Devils will no doubt try to do. Flush him out of the pocket, but also be ready for when he runs. It's important for a defense to stay home when going against a guy like Sitzman.
Big player on the offensive end for Scott Yates' Sun Devils today. It'll be the sophomore, just a sophomore, this tailback, Jaden Franklin, 5'10", 180 pounds. He's diminutive, but boy, can this guy run. He is absolutely lightning quick. Just over 2,000 yards rushing the football, 172 yards a game this year, but 11.2 yards a carry, tough to stop, and 28 rushing touchdowns. He's the second leading rusher in the state behind Austin Eckler from Eaton, and second in touchdowns with 28. Eaton's Eckler had 39 touchdowns this year, but they're not here. Platte Valley knocked them off in the snow, and so today the big thing for the Bronco defense is trying to contain or at least slow down Jaden Franklin.
Something I always wonder about in high school football is what's better, to have one standout player on the offensive side or have a couple of decent guys that you can go to no matter what. Last week, Clark, we saw Windsor taking on Pueblo West in the 4A quarterfinals, and they had one of those guys, a Derek Jackson, a guy that just ran so well. What they were able to do, though, was throw the ball well downfield, utilize their receivers. They spread it out. Good teams find ways to do it, and they just happen to have sensational football players. I think Kent-Denver might be one of those teams. Yeah, they've got a great running back there, but looking at what they've been able to do throughout the course of the season, you just wonder if they've got a good enough team that can run the ball, throw the ball, play great defense. That's why they're undefeated.
Yeah, we know the Broncos will be a two-tiered offense today. No question they can run the ball, but also, as we said, 2,200 yards throwing the ball for Logan Sitzman, and a great cast of characters on the outside for the Broncos. Daniel France with 34 catches. Adam Bethel, the senior, has 32 catches on the season. Jake Smith with 24. Colt McDaniel with 16. Cameron Maxey even in there. He's got 9 catches on the year. So a lot of targets for Logan Sitzman to go to if he's not running the football. A lot of places for him to throw it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The guy you talk about, Cameron Maxey, that's what Platte Valley's found. Good guys that can play on offense, but even better defense. Cameron Maxey can produce on the offensive side of the ball, but leads the league leads 2A in interceptions right now, and he's a heck of a defensive player too. So hats off to Coach Hoffman, getting these players and finding their strengths, utilizing them a little bit. Maybe Maxey was supposed to typically be just a wide receiver, turned more into a defensive back, and another reason why this team's so solid.
Well, as we get close to kickoff here, we will be joined by CHSAA.tv, so all you folks will be able to view that if you want, or stay with us right here on KFK, but you won't lose our feed. Our feed will be on that CHSAA.tv telecast as well. We'll come back, talk more about this football game. It's the 2A state championship today. Kent-Denver and Platte Valley will have a gold ball delivered when this one's over. Find out who gets it. We'll come back in a moment. It's the Northern Colorado Preps Preview Show right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Will there be a chance I can switch you guys out?
What's that?
Get out of here before you guys get done. You guys probably go later in the game.
Yeah.
We don't have a long post game, but yeah. So I can switch.
Oh, are we in you again, or in that?
Yeah, I understand. Is that going to knock us out? I mean, do we need to do it at halftime? We might do it at halftime. As long as we do it by halftime.
make that switch at halftime?
I got it. I just saw that one.
Hi, Bubby.
Yeah. Well, I want to be down there. So big when it happens.
Ow.
Yeah, no problem. We'll make sure we get that. Don't worry about unplugging whenever you. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Joey Matarazzo. Joey Matarazzo. And Matarazzo. Could you put me on the extra long cord? I need about another 2 feet. Thank you.
Hey, Micah. Hey, Micah. Micah?
Clark Johnson and Brady Hull back here, Kent Denver High School here in Inglewood, Colorado, and we get set for the 2A state championship football game today as the Broncos come south to take on the number 1 seed in this tournament, the Kent Denver Sun Devils. Kent Denver not lost a football game all year. Only one team really was up in their grill, and that was in the playoffs. And Brush, they got by Brush 35-27.
Check. Check. Check.
Stick around against this very talented Sun Devil team. Who knows what happens when the Sun Devils get up against a team that takes them to the wire.
Yeah, the other question too is Platte Valley. They've been a team in some of their tough games against Eaton in the regular season. They got up early, 16-7. So if they can find a way to get an early score, can they sustain it? Can they keep their momentum on their side? We saw that only twice when they lost this year, but when they lose that momentum, that's kind of been the key. So can they get a good start, and can they sustain it?
Can the defense keep Jaden Franklin at bay? More importantly, can this offense today take control of the clock and maybe try to keep this Sun Devil team off the field? How long can they control the football and keep the Sun Devils off the field? As I said, that might be something, as far as defense goes, your best defense today might be a controlled offensive game.
Yeah, we talked about last week with Pueblo West and Windsor. It might be a short game because both teams like to run the football. That might be the case here. Logan will, for Platte Valley, he'll throw the ball, no question about it. Has a lot of yards on the season. But you look over at Kent Denver, they run so much and they can control the clock that you might see more running from Platte Valley even than normal. So that could be a short game here too, Clark.
Kent Denver comes into the football game off a 42-16 win over Florence in the semifinals, and that was a revenge game for Kent Denver in the same situation last year in the semifinals against Florence. Florence went ahead and took care of Kent Denver and then went on to win the 2A state championship. So a little bit of a revenge factor for Kent Denver this year in the fact that they were able to go take care of Florence last week. And we were talking about Platte Valley's revenge tour, as the only 2 losses on their schedule this year were to Eaton and this same Sun Devil team in the opening week, and they're out to make amends for that. The other interesting thing is coming into this 2A tournament this year, there were only 3 undefeated teams, and the Platte Valley Broncos have taken care of 2 of those already. They beat Eaton and they beat Bayfield last week in the semifinals, and the only other undefeated team still standing is in front of them right here. It's the Kent Denver Sun Devils.
It should be a very exciting football game, less than 14 minutes away from our Napa Auto Parts kickoff. Do want to thank some special game sponsors here today supporting the Platte Valley Broncos. And number 1, that's Kersey Insurance, locally owned and operated by Greg and Nikki. They're proud to support high school athletics and would like to wish the Platte Valley Broncos the best of luck. If you want to give them a call, they handle they have kind of a personal touch there. They offer farm, home, auto, and business insurance. You can call them at 353-4660. Also, Clark, want to thank Build West Construction Company. They'd like to take this opportunity as well to congratulate Platte Valley on a great season and wish them luck in the 2A championship today. They offer the highest quality products at the best value that your money can buy. Before you make a decision on your construction project, give Build West Construction Company a call at 970-545-2719.
All righty, we're about 12, 13, maybe even 14 minutes away from the opening kickoff for this 2A state championship today. The Northern Colorado Preps Preview Show being brought to you by NCMC, named Distinguished Hospital for Clinical Excellence in Health Grades. No matter the list, NCMC scores. We'll come back with more on the pregame stats and stories, other situations for this football game as we get set, Brady and I, to bring you the 2A state championship. The Platte Valley Broncos looking for their second state title. It's the Sun Devils from Kent Denver here at home today looking for their third state title in school history. Back in a moment right here on Newstalk 1310 KFKA.
Micah?
Michael. Michael got run over by a big rig.
A big rig.
I heard it.
I did. Hey, we're not on with CHSAA TV just yet, not till the game actually starts.
That's Brian Boatman, a terrific basketball player for Kent Denver. That's also
would you do
Brandon
me a favor?
Jones. Yeah. Sorry.
Would you do me a favor? Jordan keeps calling. I wonder if everything's okay with Kevin Jackson's deal. Would you mind calling her and just seeing what's up? Because I haven't heard from Damon either.
He did. I don't think he wanted to.
He won't. He doesn't.
Clark Johnson and Brady Hull back here. Kent Denver High School in Englewood, Colorado, the site of the 2A state championship today as the Platte Valley Broncos and Kent Denver Sun Devils get together. And Brady, we haven't talked about it yet, but if you need inspiration on the Broncos side or for any football player out here today, or just in life as it is yourself, there's a very, very special player. And for this Platte Valley Bronco team, Trey Johnson, who went out in a game that we were doing, the Eaton game, suffered a very bad head injury during that football game and went out. We weren't sure what was going on during that, but he is still at Children's Hospital, but is improving all the time. Our prayers go out to Trey. Everybody praying for him here. In fact, they've got signs across the field that say pray for Trey, and Kent Denver's got signs up for the same thing. So when you get inspiration like that, boy, it puts everything in perspective that this is just a game, but boy, a lot of inspiration on the field when you talk about Trey Johnson.
Yeah, we talked about it just a little bit there in the North Colorado Medical Center Preps preview show, but it's just outstanding to see the community support get behind this. You never like to hear these kind of stories at the beginning, whether a player goes down to injury or even worse case scenarios. But it's been great. Not only has the town of Kersey been a great inspiration in showing this community support, but just around northern Colorado, you're hearing stories of like Windsor and here in Kent Denver, teams at least showing their support because it is a game. And especially in the high school side of things, the sportsmanship is supposed to be something that's practiced, and this is excellent to see when you see signs like Kent prays and that kind of thing. So no doubt about it. Platte Valley and Kent Denver alike will be thinking about Trey Johnson in this football game as they get set for a huge one.
Yeah, and we're talking just great news with Trey Johnson down in the hospital here. They're thinking maybe he gets home by Christmas, and they're even talking about him going back to school a little bit in January. So we just continue to pray for Trey and his family and all the supporters that are behind him, and he won't be on the sideline today, but his spirit is there. There's no question about it. This Platte Valley Bronco team fired up to play for Trey Johnson today.
Yeah, this should be a great football game here, Clark. And again, you mentioned this. I love it. It's the revenge tour for Platte Valley, and they've had their opportunities all season long. A championship game you and I did last year with Windsor. The one team that beat them in the regular season, Silver Creek, they ended up beating in the championship, so they kind of made up for their one loss in the regular season. Platte Valley did it once with the Eaton Reds. Can they do it today against the Kent Denver Sun Devils?
Chance for the Broncos, 2007 state champions. They went to the finals in 2006, and Faith Christian just obliterated them. They came back the next season under Coach Michael DeWall and got the one state championship that they had in 2007. And this is a young Bronco team, just 6 seniors on the crew this year. So this is a situation where Platte Valley can do the same thing they did as in 6 and 7, where they have a young team. We want to also welcome in everybody on CHSAA.tv today. So we are joining up. They'll simulcast our feed onto CHSAA.tv so you can watch that game and listen to our broadcast as well. So welcome all those viewers from around the state of Colorado and all around anywhere that people on the World Wide Web are getting through on CHSAA.tv. So welcome everybody here as we do this in conjunction with KFKA in Greeley. All right, we're going to come back in just a moment, talk more about this game. We're about 6-7 minutes away. We still have the national anthem in front of us. The 2A state championship today. Everybody playing for the gold ball. This is what it's all about. Coming back in a moment right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
And now let's meet the starting offense for the Kent Denver Sun Devils dressed in their home navy this afternoon. Number 79, Zach Davis. Number 55, Tom Boulder. Number 53, Jake Nicholson. Number 52, Chance Taylor. Number 25, Brandon Jones. Number 13, Matt Jones. Number 11, Matt Pettyjohn. Number 10, Charlie Rickett. Number 7, Joey Matarazzo. Number 2, Jaden Franklin. And number 4, Brian Boatman. Assistant coaches for the Sun Devils, Phil Boatman, Wes Becker, leading the heroes, Dave Jackson, Victor Rogers, and Shannon Weeks. The head coach is Mr. Scott Weeks. And the rest of the 2012 Kent Denver Sun Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise. And remember,
Losses, the opening game loss on this same field at Kent Denver, and then that mid-season conference loss against Eaton. We're going to go quickly out of here. They're going to have the national anthem coming up and some other pregame festivities. So take about a 4-minute break right here. Come back with a kickoff for today's championship game right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Trey, you are in all of our hearts today as we play this game. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we sing our national anthem, sung this afternoon by Ellery Jones.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Though the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
National anthem's over.
All right, whenever you want to come. Let's go another minute if you want.
Working this California for the Colorado Football Officials Association. Is Mr. Platte. He's been a
I didn't even see.
We'll know shortly. I'd like to know before we come back. It's going to be Platte Valley kicking off. Clark Johnson, Brady Hole back here. Kent Denver High School, the site of the 2A state championship game today. Right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA and alongside on the simulcast, CHSAA.tv. Getting set for the Napa Auto Parts kickoff as the Platte Valley Broncos will kick off to Kent Denver to start things off here. Back deep to receive here, and we talked about Jaden Franklin. Just under 2,100 yards rushing the football, the second leading rusher in the state of Colorado behind Eaton's big runner out there.
Austin Eckler.
I went to the Bahamas.
Yeah,
there's
been some really good running backs this year, Clark. You talk about Austin Eckler.
Eckler's unbelievable.
Jaden Franklin. Ryan Moeller at a rifle.
Little short. They try to go on the onside kick to start things off, and Kent Denver is all over that. So at the 41-yard line, that's where the Sun Devils will take over. So Troy Hoffman off the bat tries a little bit of trickery with the onside kick attempt, see if they're paying attention. Good field position for Kent Denver. They'll put it at the 42-yard line.
Interesting play call right out of the gates to try to go for kind of an onside, kind of a squib kick there, but Coach Hoffman's got confidence in this defense. I felt early on that this Platte Valley Broncos defense has always been pretty solid. I know we talk a lot about their offense, but their defense is great too. Joey
Matarazzo is going to give it to Franklin on first down, couple of yards, and then snowed under by a host of Platte Valley Broncos. Looked like Wyatt Meeker, their linebacker, to lead the way. Gain of a couple. It'll be second down and 8.
And Jaden Franklin, looking at his size here, 5'10", 180 pounds, no doubt about it. He's built on speed and quickness. That might bode well for this team as Platte Valley has some fast defenders, has some fast defensive backs. You talk about Cameron Maxey, number 9 out there on the far side of the field. He should be probably giving a lot of help today on that rushing attack.
Second down from the 44. Matarazzo wants to throw. Looking downfield. Open down the right-hand sideline. That ball's caught inside the 10. Kent Denver touchdown. Matt Pettyjohn, the senior, with his 4th touchdown catch of the year. And what a way to start for Scott Yates Sun Devils.
And there you go. I talk about Cameron Maxey right there. Cameron Maxey's been one of the solid defensive backs for this football team. Leads 2A in interceptions. That time he's simply just beaten on a fly route to the end zone. Kent Denver going to jump up on top early there and doing it with the passing attack.
Matarazzo only threw 97 times on the season, 946 total yards, and only 39% throwing the football. That is his 11th touchdown pass of the season against 6 picks. But Matt Pettyjohn with his 4th, as we said, touchdown catch of the season. Here's the extra point. Snap placed down. The kick by Jack Rader is good. And we are just 46 seconds into the football game. 7-0 for Kent Denver. We'll take this timeout, brought to you by Ames Community College, right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. Quickly behind after 46 seconds. Touchdown pass to Matt Pettyjohn from Joey Matarazzo. And back deep right now, it is Ryan Waite and Colt McDaniel. They'll go short on their kickoff. Up man at the 30-yard line. And the Broncos, after good coverage here, are going to start from the 34, 1st and 10. They got to come out shooting, Brady, as they're down 7-0 already.
You think both teams might be concerned about the kick returners here because we've seen short kickoffs. Also, Clark lining up an interesting kick return set with 3 returners. Logan Sitzman, one of them, on the far side of the field, out there as well. He will return kicks for this team. You don't see quarterbacks getting the special teams side of it unless you're the New York Jets and Tim Tebow. But in this case, you're going to see it with Logan Sitzman as he's lining up in the shotgun.
5 wide outs, empty backfield to start with Sitzman from the gun from the 34-yard line. Jake Smith's going to come back behind him now and take the handoff on 1st down. Instead, no, a fake handoff, and they got Sitzman, and they put him to the ground at about the 31-yard line. Going to lose, they're going to mark it at the 32. He'll lose a couple good coverage defensively that time for Kent Denver.
Now that's Jake Michelson, the 6'2", 230-pound senior, getting back. There's some big linebackers on this team. Linemen not much bigger than the linebackers, but they're no doubt fast, and they're going to be watching Logan Sitzman on some of his option routes on there, and no doubt keying in on him for the rest of the day.
Leading this state in total offense, Sitzman going to throw it left-hand side. Caleb Creech with a catch out over the 35. Creech to the 40-yard line before they trip him up there. So a gain of about 8 on 2nd down and 12. They need to get to the 44, so call it 3rd down and 4 coming for the Broncos. This number 1 offense, 440 yards of total offense a game for the Broncos, puts them number 1 in the state in total offense.
I think that'll be key for Coach Hoffman to try to find some plays to spread out a little bit, keep them not keying in on Logan Sitzman so much, trying to do that early.
Big 3rd down here out of the gun. Going to throw the ball down the left-hand side. Going to be incomplete. Adam Bethel was hit at the 30. There's contact, but they'll let that go. The ball falls incomplete. And with 10:01 to go, not even 2 minutes into the first quarter, down 7-0, it's a 3-and-out for the Broncos.
I thought Sitzman might have an opportunity to pull that down and run for the 1st down. It would have been close, no question about it. But instead tries to go deep, dodges a bullet, doesn't throw an interception. They'll have the opportunity to punt the football. A big defensive stop coming up. They don't want to find themselves down early in this one by 2 scores. So let's see what they can do. Look for Kent Denver to try to control the clock a little bit, control possession, control this game by running with their star running back.
Collins lands where to kick. What a leg he's got. Kick is away. They're going to go to Jaden Franklin. He's going to let it bounce inside the 20, though, and it'll go out of bounds down around the 16-yard line. So Kent Denver with a 7-0 lead going to get their hands on the football here with 9:53 to go in the first quarter as they hold the Broncos to 3-and-out. Kent Denver 12-0 has run the table this year in their season. Beat Florence in the semifinals last week. That was a bit of revenge for them as they lost to Florence in that same setup last year in the semifinals. Florence went on and won the state championship, and Kent Denver hoping to take a page from them, win in the semis against Florence, and go on and win it this year. 2 state titles for this team as Matarazzo brings them out under center, and flags come everywhere. See who this is going to be on. Last week, Matarazzo threw only 6 times, 3 of 6 for just 85 yards. Didn't really need him in a 42-16 win over Florence.
It's going to be a false start on Kent Denver there, Clark. So Sun Devils will be starting back deep in their own territory.
Put it at the 11, break for the Broncos here. It's 1st and 15. See if they go to Jaden Franklin here.
I think we got false start again.
Didn't they? The right side of the line that time jumped a little bit. So back in their own doorstep here. Sun Devils, Scott Yates Club shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with their offense. couple of plays on that first drive. They went to Franklin on first down. Then on second down, they threw the long pass to Pettyjohn for the score. And that's where we are, 7-0 for Kent Denver right now.
Daniel France and Cameron Maxey going to be lined up to the wide sides of the field, guarding their receivers here. And as we line up with another slot receiver, Maxey will stay kind of in to help out with the run, and they'll put a safety on it.
First down 20. Franklin takes the pitch in the backfield, took it in the end zone, and now getting nowhere. Maybe he got to the 4, the 5-yard line. So Jaden Franklin, almost 2,100 yards rushing the football, the number 2 individual rusher behind Austin Eckler, as we said, in the state of Colorado in 2A, and they corralled him there. It'll be a second down now, and call it about 20 still.
Raul Rios gets in the backfield there, and that's going to be key, shutting down the running back. But then the other thing, like we saw in the last possession, you stop the running back in the backfield, and you give up a huge passing play. Watch the deep pass here.
Second down 20, just outside the 5-yard line here. Matarazzo goes to Brandon Jones, the fullback. Jones able to spin his way out to about the 10. Got about 5 there. They need to get out to the 26, so call it third down now and about 16. Good spot for Platte Valley to be defensively right now. See if they can get a change out in downs here and keep the field position in their favor.
Let's see what Coach Yates decides to do here. Clark, does he risk it at this point in the game and try to go for that first down, or maybe run the football, set themselves up for an easier punt, and who knows, maybe get the first down in the process?
Don't think they want to make a mistake in this end. Would be surprised if they don't go to Jaden Franklin here. Handoff goes to Franklin off the right-hand side, the 15. Franklin with his speed outside the 20 to the 21, and then dropped finally at the 22-yard line. Getting out on the right-hand side that time for Platte Valley. And that was Lance Nerberg, the junior, able to bring down Franklin. Call it the 22-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 4.
I know there was 2 false starts on that possession by Kent Denver, but that was a big stop for the Broncos. Early on in the football game, you don't want to give them more momentum and let the Sun Devils drive down the field. Nice defensive stand.
Boatman to kick. Here's Ryan Waite giving chase. Boy, that's going to take a great Sun Devil bounce inside the 25. And Waite needs to get away from that football. He went over to get near it, and everybody's yelling at him, get away from that thing on the ground.
Yeah.
They'll put it down at the 27, and that's where the Broncos will start.
I don't even like the fake like you're going to go for it there. That scares the heck out of me. Anytime you get close to that football, you see it bouncing.
Yep.
That ball can bounce so many different directions. You just get the heck away from it. And that time they're going to have a nice punt. Platte Valley has another opportunity starting deep in their territory.
51 yards on the kick, about 15 of that on the roll, so good break for the Sun Devils. And here's Logan Sitzman now from the gun. On first down, handoff goes up the middle, and this looks like it's Evan France, I believe, with the ball, with the carry there. It is France who takes the football out to about the 28-yard line. So a pickup on the play of maybe a yard. It'll be second down and 9 for the Broncos, who went 3 and out their first possession. 7-0 Kent Denver, 2A state championship here from Kent Denver High School, Justin D. Sorrento Memorial Field on the Kent Denver campus. Here Sitzman wants to throw. Looking, rolling out, now in trouble. Is he going to go down? They're going to take him down back on the 15-yard line. Couldn't find a receiver. Good coverage downfield by the secondary for the Sun Devils, and it's a coverage sack as down he goes. They'll put it back on the 17-yard line.
It's Brian Boatman getting the pressure there and bringing him down for the sack, the second sack today by the Sun Devils on Sitzman. It looked like Sitzman was looking for a receiver, didn't find him open early on, so he has to pull it down and go to the left. No other option on that play. And that resulted in the sack.
Third down 20, pump fake here, going to go over the middle, pass is caught. That's Jake Smith out over the 35. Smith close to a first down and may have it. Out to the 37, maybe the 38. I think that's enough for a big third down conversion for the Broncos.
Clark, what set that play up there was Logan Sitzman's pump fake. He pump fakes. You see a couple of defenders on that right side stop for a split second, and maybe not even that, but it was enough to get his receiver open, turn upfield, get the big first down. That's the first down of the day for the Broncos. Let's see if they can use that to build some momentum.
25th catch of the year for Jake Smith. The junior wideout also plays linebacker, leads the team in tackles. Here's Sitzman on the keeper, out over the 40, gets to the 44-yard line, so a quick gainer, got about 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Broncos. Leading tackler in the state of Colorado coming in, Chance Tanner, the linebacker here, number 52 for Kent Denver. Just 1 tackle behind him second in the state in individual or total tackles, it should be. And that's Jake Smith, who we were talking about, linebacker for Platte Valley. Second down, call at 4. They need the 48-yard line. Sitzman wants to throw. Going to roll out, now keep it. The 45. Sitzman around a tackle, gets into Sun Devil territory, and Chance Tanner is the guy who came up and got him as we were just talking about. Chance gets him in at the 49, but they're in Sun Devil territory. Move the chains, and a Bronco first down.
Second first down there of the day. Logan, nice job there. He sees initially that he's got the right side open, takes advantage of it, gets the first down. It looked like he might have been able to put a move on Chance Tanner, but nice job of Tanner by breaking down, making sure he form tackles and brings down Sitzman. Otherwise, it might have been an even larger gain for the Broncos.
4 wideouts again here for Sitzman out of the gun. Fake handoff. Sitzman going to keep it to the 45, inside the 45, down to about the Devil 42. So gives 7 yards on first down. And if Troy Hoffman's club can keep getting 5, 6, 7 yards on first down, it's going to open up the playbook big time for Mr. Sitzman.
Coach Hoffman's had to be creative here early on in this one. Is this Sun Devils defense? They're no slouch, certainly. They're looking very good early on, but Hoffman's done a nice job of switching up the play calls here. A couple of short passes, couple of 10-yard passes, and nice runs there, nice fakes. Let's see what he does for the rest of this quarter.
Second down and 3. Sitzman in trouble, and down he goes. Second sack, and this one, it is Trevon Hamlet, who is also very quick. He might get some plays offensively running the football and catching the football today, but from his linebacker spot here, able to get up and make a play and make the sack back on the 49. So a gain of 7, then a loss of 7 on the sack. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Broncos.
Initially, this is kind of how it's looked so far to me, Clark, when Kent Denver can get the initial blitz, when they can get behind quickly, that's when Platte Valley breaks down. Their offensive linemen, they've got to give them just a little bit more time to set something up.
Third down play, a lot of time for Sitzman here, still rolling, looking, pointing at his receivers. Now he's running out of time. Sitzman trying to still get through. Throws out of the pack, left-hand side. Adam Bethel's got it inside the 30. Adam Bethel trying to break a tackle, is inside the 15 and down to about the 14 of Kent Denver. Oh, what a job on the offensive line for giving Sitzman all kinds of time to throw. Didn't panic, able to stay under control and find Adam Bethel down the left sideline.
That's what they have to do. Just give him that initial time. Don't let those quick blitzes come in, and you're going to give Logan Sitzman the time and the separation to try to do something with it. Sitzman wanted Evan France to actually take off downfield. He didn't, so he has to go to his left side. Bethel does that. Great communication there by quarterback and receiver.
Wide receiver screen going to come out to Bethel inside the 10. Adam Bethel's down to the 2-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. First and goal, no flags on the play, so the Broncos will set up first and goal at the 2. Nice job of blocking on the outside there, but 2 huge third down conversions in this drive. A 3rd and 20 near midfield, and then on that final 3rd and 10 down there.
Yeah, you just let this Sitzman, number 5 out there, that quarterback, if you give him time, he's going to make something happen with his legs. He's got a good arm too. Big job, big task ahead for this offensive line to give him time.
Sitzman left side wants to get in himself. Instead, they tackle him and drive him down. Brandon Jones was right there. Put him down in the backfield. It's going to be a loss here of at least a couple as Logan Sitzman, 21 rushing touchdowns on the season, 22 through the air, so a part of 43 Bronco touchdowns. Tried to take it himself that time. Good job defensively by the Sun Devils.
Yeah, Jones just blitzes on the left side of his defensive tackle there, and again, nobody touches him. And when these players are able to get in that backfield, Sitzman just doesn't have much he can do.
Second and goal, back to throw. Logan firing for the end zone. That one knocked away, incomplete, no flag. Lippett was covering as they went on the left-hand side and tried to get the ball out to Daniel France. France, the leading receiver on the team, 34 catches on the season, followed closely by Adam Bethel's 32. But actually, Bethel's got 33 now as he caught that one earlier today on this drive. Third down and goal for the Broncos from the 7-yard line now, down 7-0.
I like the play call there, and it looked like it was going to work there for Platte Valley, but just even better coverage by Lippett there and knocks it down. Big third down conversion coming up with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Broncos have an excellent field goal kicker. In fact, the leading kicker in the state in 2A, Bailey Collins Landwehr. There's the snap. Flags everywhere. This is going to go against the Broncos. Didn't look like they were set. So instead of third and goal from the 7, Logan Sitzman's going to back his team up, and they're going to go third and goal outside the 10-yard line.
And this is where you'll want to be smart here. Don't force it if it's not there. take the opportunity to get some points on the board. Don't throw an interception or lose the football. That would be critical early on. With the beautiful drive that you'd have, you'd hate to turn away with no points.
Under 3 minutes to go, back to throw, down 7-0. Sitzman has time, looking. Here comes the pressure. Is that ball going to be a fumble? No, incomplete. He got rid of it and was hit just as he got rid of it, and the ball flew out to the left-hand side, incomplete. So no fumble there. It's going to be 4th down, and I would imagine Troy Hoffman's club may bring on Bailey Collins Landwehr for the field goal attempt here, but let's see. And they will. They'll line this one up and put it back at about the 19. So you've got a 39-yard field goal coming. Collins Landwehr hit from 29 last week, has hit 8 field goals on the season. Snap placed down. This one from 39 is on the way. Or from 29 rather, is on the way, and it is good. And the Platte Valley Broncos are on the scoreboard. 2:46 to go in this first quarter. We'll take time out. It's 7-3. Kent Denver on top of Platte Valley. Back in a moment. This time out being brought to you by Ames Community College right here on
Adams State University celebrates a diverse student population, academic excellence, and athletic success. ASU is focused on treating each student as a unique individual with the potential to positively contribute to their community, nation, and the world. For more information, visit adams.edu. That's adams.edu. Our students appreciate the fact that they're not seen as a number of sea of faces. Again, visit adams.edu or Adams State University.
Clark Johnson Brady Hall back here. Kent Denver High School, the 2A state championship, 7-3. See if they keep it away from Franklin. Again, they will drop it. Nice little kick right down the middle of the field, going to be picked up. This is Franklin at the 25, the 30. 35 still on his feet, out to the 44. And Brady, there's a good example of why they're not kicking deep in this football game, but it does get to Franklin, and quickly he brings it out to the 44.
Yeah, the way that ball was kicked actually made it a nice return there. It's high up in the air, gives him an opportunity to field it easily and cleanly. What you want to try to do is those squib kicks is get them bouncing, that ball bouncing all over the place, but in that, the way it bounced there, it's set up just like kind of a short kickoff.
In conjunction with CHSAA.tv today here on KFKA, this simulcast, radio and internet television today. So welcome all the people on CHSAA.tv to our KFKA broadcast. Pitch back goes to Franklin on this one. The 45 spins out of a tackle and gets near midfield here. So a gain of 5 for Jaden Franklin, just a sophomore and the second leading rusher in the state. Boy, got a lot ahead of him here for Mr. Franklin. Nothing but green skies and blue skies and a green field ahead of Mr. Franklin.
Well, watching both of these teams right here, Clark, we may very well see a rematch next year. We're not, obviously don't want to make those kind of bold predictions, but Platte Valley's got a lot of kids returning. Kent Denver has a lot of good athletes returning to their football squad.
2nd down and 5. Here's Matarazzo going to keep it himself. Now a late pitch going to come to Hamlet off the left-hand side. This is Trevon Hamlet. He's got great speed as well. He'll take the football down close to the 40-yard line of Platte Valley, and it's plenty for a first down here at the 40. 1st and 10 here for Kent Denver, and for the Broncos, they need to stiffen up right here, down 7-3 in the football game.
That was a smart play there by the quarterback for the Sun Devils here. Looks like he's going to take that and just run it, get a few yards, maybe get the first down, but instead he pitches it away on the option play, and they get a large gain there, including the first.
Matarazzo will go from the gun here. He's got Boatman to his left, going to throw to the right instead. That's going to be Pettyjohn with the catch. Here's Pettyjohn inside the 40, and a good job. Adam Bethel's going to send him backwards. So the forward progress going to put him down at about the 38, a quick gain of 2 on the pass to Pettyjohn. It'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Sun Devils. Kent Denver off the 42-16 win over Florence. Jaden Franklin last week went off, 19 carries, 317 yards, and 5 touchdowns for the sophomore. Done a decent job on him so far early in this football game. 2nd down 8, big-time defense here for the Broncos. See if they can bring it. Matarazzo under center. Going to throw again. Looks, fires over the middle. Lippett with the catch. That's a nice pitch and catch inside the 25. Lippett looked like maybe a horse collar there as he goes to the 22-yard line. A first down for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, the crowd's wanting a horse collar there. Not going to get a penalty. Nonetheless, it's a first down for the Sun Devils. They are driving easily here. And that second possession of the game that the Sun Devils had mid first quarter, they were crippled by 2 false starts. Penalty free here on this possession, and they're driving down easily.
Charlie Lippett, the senior. That's his 11th catch of the season. Here's Matarazzo now on first down. Jaden Franklin takes the handoff up the middle. Nice job defensively. Wyatt Meeker there initially for the Broncos. The defensive lineman, just a junior, Wyatt Meeker, able to stop Franklin in at the 20-yard line. So give him a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Clark, while I have a brief moment here, I want to thank one of our special Game Time playoff sponsors, Build West Construction Company. Would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Platte Valley Broncos. Give them a call at 970-545-2719 for your next construction project.
2nd down and 8 now for the Sun Devils in at the Bronco 20-yard line, leading 7-3 in the football game. Matarazzo rolling right again, looking, throwing. Pass is caught. Pettyjohn's got it at the 10-yard line. Going to be enough for a first down. Looks like they'll mark him at about the 11, but still it's enough for a Sun Devil 1st and 10. Nice job again, rolling to his right for Joey Matarazzo. Sun Devils throwing the ball more today than I thought they would. Last week, as we said, just 3 of 6 for Matarazzo. Didn't need to throw. It was Jaden Franklin time. Last couple of seconds of the quarter, going to tick off the clock. 1 quarter in the books in this 2A state championship. And with the Sun Devils on the move down at the Bronco 11-yard line, we'll take a break. It's 7-3 Kent Denver. They're knocking on the door here in Englewood, Colorado. We'll come back in a minute. This time out being brought to you, it is by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 13.
Our state championship coverage today is brought to you by Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. We'll be there the day you buy your first car, the day your first child is born, and the day you file your first claim. We'll be there to make sure your insurance coverage keeps up with all the changes in your life. Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. Get real coverage.
Championship t-shirts.
With the football right now to start the second quarter. Kent Denver down at the Bronco 11. See if Troy Hoffman's club can rise up defensively and keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, this will be a big stop here. We talked about it earlier when they stopped Kent Denver on the second possession. Again, 2 false starts really set the Sun Devils back, but not the case here. They've passed the ball well, run the ball well, moving down the field. Platte Valley needs to dig deep and find an early stop to stay in this game early on.
First down just outside the 11-yard line. Franklin gets the pitch left-hand side. Nice job. It's Jake Smith able to come in and get the tackle on Jaden Smith. Great job by Jake Smith. Right there as one of the leading tacklers in the state of Colorado and certainly the leading tackler on this Broncos squad. Great job, though, defensively.
Like you said, excellent job by Jake Smith to get back there. But what I like to see on the linebacking side for the Broncos, they're staying home, ready for that cutback. When you have a quick running back like the Sun Devils do, you have to be prepared for him to turn it back on the other side of the field. Platte Valley Broncos stay on their side of the field. Their other linebacking core, the cornerbacks coming up to play on the run as well.
Loss of about 3 on the play, make it second down from the 15-yard line. Franklin tries the right side, spins out of a tackle now. Here's Cameron Maxey coming up to make a tackle there on him at about the 11. So Franklin gets the yards back that he lost on the previous play, and it's going to bring up third down and about 10 from the Bronco 11, but there is a flag.
Yeah, I didn't see what the flag was there. We're going to get a holding call here on Kent Denver. So that's big. That'll be their third penalty of the day.
See if this is a spot foul where they're going to mark the football back too, but Scott Yates' team shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here down close. Leading 7-3. Opening long touchdown pass from Joey Matarazzo to Matt Pettyjohn. Put the Sun Devils up 7-0, and then a Bailey Collins-Landwehr 29-yard field goal, and that's where we are, 7-3. Second down, 22, call it now. The football sits in at the 23-yard line right now, the Broncos after the penalty. Matarazzo going to give it to Franklin, going nowhere, right up the middle. Good job. And as Brady just said, everybody's staying at home defensively, able to take care of Jaden Franklin.
Well, this will be a key third down. Keep your eyes on a couple of matchups here, but one in particular, Matt Pettyjohn will be going up against Cameron Maxey on the Platte Valley Broncos side. That's where the first touchdown came from, Pettyjohn against Maxey. See if they might look to go to that receiver on this time around with it being third and very long.
According to the statistics we have, Kent Denver has not kicked a field goal this year. Puts these two teams in different classes. Bailey Collins Landwehr for Platte Valley leading the state with 8 field goals. So this is probably 2-down territory. Matarazzo wants to throw. Luke's going to go out on the left-hand side. This ball is going to be caught. What a great pass. Brian Boatman all alone on the left-hand side, and he floated it right into Boatman. He's in the end zone. It's 13-3 in favor of Kent Denver.
Yeah, you see so many the safeties and the linebackers kind of tilt toward the other side of the field. The part closest to us, Clark, with Cameron Maxey helping on Pettyjohn. Nobody pays attention to Brian Boatman as he sneaks out to the left side of the field. Easy catch, easy touchdown. Kent Denver finds himself up 13-3 if they can make this extra point, 14-3.
So the big crowd, and they are packed here today at Justin D. Sorrento Memorial Field, not only in the stands but circling the entire field. Big crowd here, and they love that one. The hometown crowd did. Extra point coming, it's on the way, and Raiders kick is good. 10:08 to go in the first half, and a little bit of breathing room for the Sun Devils. 14-3 for Kent Denver over Platte Valley. We'll take this break. This timeout being brought to you by Ames Community College, right here on back here. Kent Denver High School and the Platte Valley Broncos in this 2A state championship game have their work cut out for them now. 14-3. It's early though, just 10:08 to go here in the first half, just into the second quarter. And 14-3. Raiders kickoff is going to go down the right-hand side here. Going to be picked up by the Broncos now, and it's Logan Sitzman on the return. He's going to get out to the 20-yard line. Good job of coverage by the Devils there, and with just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half, down 14-3, the Broncos will go to work.
Yeah, it's a very important possession here for Platte Valley. They at least need to move down the field, if anything, to kind of gain the field position game back a little bit. But if they can go down and get a score, even if it's a field goal, it'll still be okay. Their defense, I'm not too concerned. Platte Valley seems to be playing well defensively. They just had a couple of lapses there, 2 touchdown passes, 2 broken coverage. Cameron Maxey was kind of beat on that first touchdown, and then the last time nobody was on Boatman.
Sitzman's going to keep off the right-hand side. Nowhere to go there. They closed that one down in a hurry. Kent Denver defensively, Tom Bluer was there. Good job defensively that time stringing out Sitzman, so they'll put the ball down at about the 18-yard line. Loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. Broncos coming in off the 31-6 win over previously undefeated Bayfield last week. They handled Bayfield, led 24-0 in that game at half, so a different set of circumstances today. They got to come off the pace. Sitzman wants to throw, pass is caught. Jake Smith, can he hang on to it? Did he ever control the football? No. Yeah, and I think that's probably a good call, Brady. It looked like he just never found the handle.
Boy, if he could have controlled that ball, though, and kept with it, obviously a first down there, maybe more. And here's a flag.
This is going to go against Platte Valley, but if they decline this, I don't know how big a penalty it is. They put him in a 3rd and 11 spot. If they don't take the penalty here, we'll see what Scott Yates wants to do. And he says if it's holding, they're going to bring him back another 10. 9:24 to go here in the first half. 14-3. A couple of Joey Matarazzo touchdown passes for Kent Denver. And the Bailey Collins Landwehr 29-yard field goal for the Broncos, and that's where we are, 14-3 for the #1 team in the tournament. Kent Denver trying to win their 3rd state title. Platte Valley, as we said earlier, trying to win for the 2nd time. Never did see what the call was, Brady, but they'll put it back. Going to mark it back at about the 14-yard line. So call it second down and about 15 or 16. Sitzman to throw. Rolls out, going to be hit as he throws. That's going to be picked off. I believe that's Bluer. It is Tom Bluer. And then late flags coming in as well. Sitzman went to throw, got hit again as he threw. The ball popped up in the air right to Tom Bluer, the defensive end, and a crucial mistake down in their own end for the Broncos.
And the last time that happened to Logan Sitzman, the ball fortunately rolls out of bounds, so it's not even a question of whether it was a fumble. That time it's not. It's hit up in the air, intercepted by Tom Bluer. This is going to be huge. And Platte Valley Broncos defense, they definitely have their backs up against the wall here. Got to dig deep.
So an unfortunate set of circumstances for the Broncos, but it's the second time Sitzman's been hit as he threw the football. The other one went incomplete. This one just happened to fall into the hands of Tom Bluer, the defensive end for the Sun Devils. And Double Nichols 55 took the football down here to the 5-yard line, just inside the 5. So a short field for Kent Denver here. And boy, this looks like 2006 for the Broncos all over again when they started so poorly against Faith Christian and got blown out that day. They came back the next year and beat Platte Canyon in the championship game, but they need to get things changed around here. Jaden Franklin takes the handoff and gets about half of what he needed down to about the 2-yard line.
Oh, they need a big play here. They need to get in the backfield, and if you're Kent Denver, you might be okay with just running the ball up the gut a couple of times and see if you can gain a few yards here. They don't have far to go, so the Broncos need to get a way to get some penetration, come up with a big negative play.
Cannot make mistakes like the Broncos did right there against a team that's of quality. And there's no question Kent Denver is the number 1 seed in this tournament, trying to get a 21-3 lead here. Matarazzo under center, goes to Franklin again, left-hand side. Caleb Creech in quickly for the Broncos there and going to hold him down at about the 4, so a loss of a couple that time. Good penetration by the Broncos. It'll be 3rd down and goal here for the Sun Devils.
That was the play we talked about. That's what they needed. Get a negative play, get some momentum on your defense. It's big here because, Clark, like you said, Kent Denver not likely to kick a field goal. They might be going for it on 2 tries, so expect a pass right here, maybe a fake but play action pass to the corner of the end zone. The Broncos have to keep their heads up, though. And still, like we said earlier, we've complimented them on this. Stay home. That wasn't the case on the Sun Devils' last score.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-3 already for Kent Denver. Rolling out is Matarazzo. Looking, tossing for the end zone. He's going to throw this one away. Smart move. He didn't have anybody there. Cameron Maxey was all over Franklin in the corner, so he just threw it to the crowd. And now we'll see on 4th down what Scott Yates wants to do here.
Excellent job there by the Broncos defense to roll with the quarterback, not letting him get out early to get a shot in the corner of the end zone.
Jack Rader is the kicker, but as we said, no field goals, at least according to the Max Prep stats, and Matarazzo's coming back out. Don't see Rader, so you figure this is a situation where on 4th and goal, just outside the 4-yard line, the Sun Devils are going to try to go for it here.
Now, this is huge. This is just a nice way, and we're going to get a timeout here, I believe, by the Sun Devils.
And that is a timeout on the field, so we'll come back. Scott Yates wants to talk to his team about this. 7:49 to go. 30-second timeout coming right back here. This timeout brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310.
Coverage of the Platte Valley Broncos is presented in part by Agfinity. American Pride Co-op and Agland have merged to form one incredible company, Agfinity. Agfinity has convenience stores, car care centers, and agronomy services. See us online at ag-finity.com. ag-finity.com.
Seven minutes, 49 seconds to go. First half here at Kent Denver High School, the 2A state championship today. Kent Denver and Platte Valley playing for the gold ball. And the Broncos, a crucial mistake. Big interception down in their own end, but now the defense bowing up, and it's 4th down and goal. What a huge play this is for the Sun Devils offense, for the Bronco defense. Matarazzo go from the gun. He's got Franklin to his right, Brandon Jones to the left. Going to throw. Steps up, looks, throws. This ball's incomplete. misread there, as breaking to the outside was Lippett there, and instead of going to the outside as Lippett did, the pass went to the inside. Cameron Maxey there to break it up, and a great stop for the Broncos.
No trick plays there by Kent Denver. It's just kind of one-on-one, my guys against your guys, and that time Platte Valley almost gets an interception. That would have been huge, because that would have put the Broncos on the 20-yard line. But still, Clark, we go from maybe 21-3 to now 14-3 with Platte Valley has the football. That was a huge defensive stop. Let's see how that stop affects the rest of this football game.
See if the Broncos can get off their own back porch here. Going to hand off right-hand side. This is France. Going to take the football to the 4. That's it. So we got back to the line of scrimmage there. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. Need to try to get at least a couple of first downs here and get out of their own end a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be huge if they could get a chunk here on 2nd down. But again, they got to be careful. They don't want to turn it over again. The way this pressure's been coming from Kent Denver, they've been getting in the backfield, and Logan Sitzman's got to have better weak side protection. Otherwise, every time he goes to throw back, there's going to be a chance of that ball getting swatted down and another fumble or an interception.
Broncos averaging 40 points a game this year, 440 yards. That's number 1 in the state in 2A of total offense. Here's Sitzman on the keeper, takes the football out over the 5 to about the 8 or 9 yard line that time. So a gain of 4, maybe 5 yards, called a 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Broncos right here. So even if they're behind, and we were talking about if they go behind 21-3, still a great offense, can get them back in this football game. But what they need to do is not make mistakes. You can't make mistakes in a big game like this.
Yeah, they got to keep themselves in it, and if they're not able to convert this 3rd down, they need a big punt and then another defensive stop. But it comes down to this 3rd down. If they can convert this, they'll find themselves with a lot of momentum.
Broncos converted a 3rd and 20 and a 3rd and 10 today. Back to throw. Fire over the middle. It's going to be caught. Nice play. It is Evan France with the catch. His 12th catch of the season. And Logan Sitzman threads that one into him at about the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Broncos.
I had to double check there, Clark. I thought that was intercepted for an instant there. But nice job. Good concentration by France to bring that down. And Logan Sitzman just steps up into the pocket, makes a strong throw. If that ball would have been any slower, Clark, and not had a better spiral on it, you might be talking about an interception.
First down, big first down too for the Broncos to get out of their own end a little bit. Here's Evan France on the carry. Nowhere to go there. They wrap him up and throw him down at the 20-yard line. Bluer was there. Nice job defensively. About 4 dark blue shirts for the Sun Devils. Able to take care of Evan France on that play. A loss of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
You might see this Platte Valley team go to the air a little bit more for the remainder of this half, maybe in the second half as well, and just keep an eye on that for the rest of the game.
Alrighty, from the 20-yard line, make it 2nd down 11. Fake handoff here, rolling right is Sitzman, going to keep the football. The 20, tries to spin out of a tackle now. Does he at the 25? Still on his feet, and Logan Sitzman to the 26-yard line with the forward progress. Got about 6 on the play. They need to get to the 31, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Broncos.
Evan France comes up hobbling on that play. He'll likely go out. But you got to take a look at Logan Sitzman on that play. Just doesn't give up. He keeps going at that play. It's the hardest fought 5 yards I've ever seen, Clark. But he's able to get a few of that, making this at least a 3rd down and manageable, and giving his team a shot. But I believe actually France does go out for at least a moment.
Under 5 minutes to go first half. 3rd down 5. Sitzman in a big 3rd down. Rolls, looks, has time now. Still has all kinds of time. Colt McDaniel is wide open, but by the time the ball gets there, he's going to be hit. And down he goes, but they're going to get a pass interference. I don't know if that ball was catchable.
I don't think it was, Clark. I don't think it was
20
catchable.
feet tall, so let's see what they do here, Brady. Clear over the head, and you saw Colt McDaniel right in front of us, wide open, but Sitzman had to throw it all the way across the field, and by the time he threw it, the defensive back for Kent Denver was there, hit him too early, but was it catchable? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but the referee closest to the play is going to throw that penalty flag. It's going to give Platte Valley the first down. Big call there. That was on 3rd down, Clark. The referee on the other side that was running toward it didn't throw the flag down, but the one on the sidelines did. Maybe from his vantage point, that could have been a fingertip type catch, but from here at least, I didn't think it was catchable.
Yeah, it looked too tall to call from here, and not all, but a majority of the players on the Kent Denver bench were all signaling over the head, not catchable, but the referees disagree, so the Broncos get a break on that. And on third down, as Brady said, just a huge third down conversion. Their third big third down conversion of the ball game.
Clark, and as this clock ticks down, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, I believe Platte Valley gets the ball at halftime. So if they can find a way to get in the end zone, even a field goal, they'll be right in this thing.
43-yard line, first down for the Broncos now. Sitzman on the handoff, going to go to Caleb Creech off the right-hand side. Creech trying to find some running room, but the Kent Denver defense, which gives up only 10 points a game, able to take Creech to the ground after a short gain. Call it a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8 for the Broncos.
That's not a bad play there. You know, they're able to get a few yards on those. It's not bad for them to try to switch it up. It is kind of setting up some of these open receivers downfield. Again, it always comes down to this, though. If the offensive line can get the initial push to give Sitzman time, he's going to find something to do with that football.
Sitzman out of the gun again. Going to take the handoff this time. Going to go to Colt McDaniel. All kinds of running room into Kent Denver territory, down to the Kent Denver 40-yard line. Colt McDaniel for a quick 15. What a great job of blocking the offensive line for the Broncos. Opened up a huge hole for McDaniel to run through.
And great job by McDaniel to hold on to the football, man. I mean, you got Kent Denver just chopping at that thing, just hatcheting away, trying to pull it away, rip it away. Got to be smart in this situation. A turnover would be devastating.
First down and 10, Platte Valley in at the 40-yard line now of Kent Denver, trailing 14-3 in the football game with 3:50 to go here in the first half. This would be a huge score if they can get in. Gives to France up the middle, tried to find some running room and now finally does. Look like he made something out of nothing there. Goes down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be second and 7 here for Platte Valley.
And just keep chipping away. It's when they get those negative plays on first down that puts Platte Valley in the hole. If they can continue to move the ball forward, advance it a little bit, they don't have to be giant chunks every time. Just keep advancing it, make it easier on Sitzman, and then you also keep Kent Denver kind of in that guessing game area.
This Bronco offense worth 440 yards of total offense this season. Number 1 in the state of Colorado in 2A. They're number 3 in scoring, just behind Kent Denver at 40.1 points per game. Second down, Sitzman wants to keep this one. See if the blocking's good off the left-hand side. Now going to reverse field. See if he can do anything here. Inside the 35, still on his feet. Inside the 30, Sitzman down to the 28. Has a first down. Logan Sitzman just trying to find some place to run and able to make a 6, 7, 8 yards out of this thing.
Boy, it just looks like every time you think he's about to go down in this one. And it's not that the Sun Devils have a bad defense. They're getting close, but Sitzman is just so sneaky, and he's quick, and he moves around, and another big first down with less than 3 minutes to go in this first half.
Sitzman, the individual leader in total offensive yards this season, 3,700, and the next guy not even close. The next guy's actually Austin Eckler at about 2,600. So he's got 1,000 yards in total offense over the next guy. Pass is complete. Jake Smith inside the 20. Jake Smith is down to the 12-yard line. And the Broncos on the move here on the pitch and catch. Sitzman to Jake Smith worth about 16 yards.
I love that play call. Again, another nice job by Sitzman on the pump fake there. You have a receiver looking like he's going deep, turns around at the last second, turns around for the curl route, gets another first down for the Broncos. Before this possession, they had 4 first downs. They've had 4 first downs on this one alone.
Want to say hello to everybody watching along CHSAA.tv today as we do this simulcast. KFKA and CHSAA.tv teaming up. Here's Adam Bethel with the handoff. Right-hand side. Bethel inside the 10. Inside the 5. It is a touchdown for Platte Valley. Adam Bethel from the wingback spot. Just 22 carries on the season for Bethel. He's caught 33 passes on the year, so he's more likely to catch one, but this time they go to him off the right-hand side on the rush and carries the football in for the touchdown, and the Broncos right back into the football game. It's 14-9.
He gets the block that he needs on the right side, and then he comes in with a left stiff arm to give him enough room to pop in for the touchdown there, Clark, and how big was that? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. If this defense can hold out, then they can be right in this football game and get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
14-point switch, Brady. They hold Kent Denver.
There you go.
They had first and goal at the 4. Kent Denver doesn't get in on 4 tries, and the Broncos go 96 yards and 2 huge third down conversions on that drive, right back into the football game. Snap placed down, extra point from Bailey Collins Landwehr. Big leg. It's on the way, and it is good. 2:10 to go in the half. Did they leave too much time on the clock for the Sun Devils? We'll find out when we come back. 14-10. Broncos trail by 4 back in the football game. This timeout brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Our championship coverage is presented in part by College in Colorado, where higher education is the key to a student's future. From improved salaries to unique experiences and greater life choices, collegeincolorado.org can help your student create a lifelong plan and explore their dreams for the future. That's collegeincolorado.org.
Alrighty, Clark Johnson, Brady Hill back at Kent Denver High School. Gets set for the Napa Auto Parts kickoff following a huge touchdown, 96-yard drive for the Platte Valley Broncos. And they're back within 4 of Kent Denver now, 14-10 for the Sun Devils by 4, 2:10 to go here in the first half. The 2A state championship here at Kent Denver High School. Kickoff from Collins. Landwehr is back. It's going to be Jaden Franklin backing up. Going to watch this one bounce on the 2 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So they went deep that time, kicked it over Franklin's head, and it works out great. Worst starting position of the football game for the Sun Devils, except starting back at their own 4 on the last drive.
Boy, I like that a lot better than a squib kick over the middle and giving him an opportunity to run that football back, giving Jaden Franklin an opportunity there. Kick it deep, take your shot, get your defense down there, and just hope for a touchback. And in that case, they got the touchback.
These two teams played the opening game of the season. A 46-14 Kent Denver win that day, but it's a whole different world here today towards the end of the year. Final game, and here's the handoff up the middle on first down. They go out to about the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. So a quick gainer. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Devils.
Be interesting to see if Platte Valley, if you get the stop here on 2nd down, do you call a timeout and give your offense another opportunity to try to score?
Matarazzo going to swing it out left-hand side, trying for Franklin, and he threw it at his feet, incomplete. So, Brady, you bring up a good spot point here. If they do stop him, now they don't have to stop the clock with a timeout, but if they do stop him here on 3rd down, you use that timeout and still try to provide some offense because you have field position.
Well, now they've got one of those timeouts to keep in their pocket because of the incomplete pass there on 2nd down. So, a big 3rd down play coming up, and if you're Kent Denver, you're just hoping to get the first down. Probably, I mean, if you get an incomplete pass here, you give Platte Valley the football back with their timeouts.
3rd down 5 now. Matarazzo rolling right, looking, throwing long downfield for Pettijohn, incomplete. Matt Pettijohn tiptoeing the sideline at about the 45-yard line, unable to come up with it, so they stop the clock again. Troy Hoffman does not have to reach into his bag of timeouts, as Brady said, and with a 14-10 deficit, just down by 4 now, 1:36 to go, they'll look to get the ball back in good field position with Brian Boatman going back to punt here.
Scary moment, though, on the defensive side. Clark Cameron Maxey thinks it's going to be a short pass, tries to step up, thinking maybe an interception, lobs it over his head. If that ball stays in bounds, that's a big first down and maybe more.
Ryan Wade at the 40-yard line takes the football and not going anywhere. Good job defensively to get down there and make the hit. And down he goes that time for Kent Denver. In on the tackle, it was Cole Poyfair. 41-yard line is where the Broncos have it, 1:27 to go. Don't see timeouts on the clock, but I can't remember that Troy Hoffman's used a timeout yet.
You know, I know Kent Denver called one earlier, but on their 4th down attempt when they were close to the end zone, I think you're right, I don't think Hoffman's called one in this first half.
Broncos from the 41. Wouldn't it be something if they can get down and stick this thing in the end zone here? Back to throw goes Sitzman on first down. Pump fake. Wants to go out on the right-hand side. It's caught. Adam Bethel. That ball was almost picked off. Bethel able to make the catch instead and move the football into the 40-yard line there. A 19-yard pitch and catch to Adam Bethel, the senior, out on the right-hand side.
Boy, the Platte Valley Broncos are not doing the broadcasting crew any favors up here because I tell you, twice now it's looked like an interception, but they've been able to squeeze that pass in there and get a first down. And here you go, Kent Denver going to take a timeout.
Broncos went right back to the line of scrimmage, tried to run the hurry-up offense and not let the substitutions for Kent Denver come. And Scott Yates says, let's use a timeout, so we'll get a break. 30-second timeout right here. Back in a flash right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
When do you decide to use the graphic right here?
Only like when they call a timeout. When they take a commercial, if I get to it, I'll stick it in.
Clark Johnson, Brady Hole back here, Kent Denver High School. Simulcast, News Talk 1310 KFKA and CHSAA.tv today. 1:17 to go first half of this 2A state championship game. And a 14-3 lead for the Sun Devils has been cut to 14-10. And the Broncos with the football now at the Sun Devil 40, trying to get the lead here. Back to throw. Pass out to Bethel, this time incomplete off the hands of the senior wideout. And Sitzman's pass to him falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 here for the Broncos at the 40.
Clark, it seems like in a lot of these games we've covered, it comes down to a couple of moments there, and it goes back to that opportunity with Kent Denver. Could go up 21-3. Platte Valley gets the big defensive stop. I would guess, Clark, we're going to be talking about that late in this football game.
Sitzman to throw here, rolling up. Well, he's got room to run. Now going to throw it out complete. Daniel France with a catch inside the 25. France out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Another 19-yard pitch and catch. Sitzman looked like he had time to run if he wanted, and then found Daniel France wide open down the right-hand sideline. It is a first down for the Broncos in at the Sun Devil 21.
10th first down of the game for Platte Valley, and this zone coverage that the Kent Denvers are putting on is not working because Logan Sitzman's buying so much time. These receivers are able to find the holes.
Sitzman to swing it to Bethel here. Adam takes the football in for a short gain. Gets down to about the 17. They're going to call it the 18 out of bounds there. So a gain of 3. Still a full host of timeouts for Troy Hoffman, all 3 in his back pocket right now. Scott Yates has 1 left if the Sun Devils need to use that. 1:01 to go in the half here. 14-10. Kent Denver on top by 4, but the Broncos in now at the 18-yard line of Kent Denver, trying to wrest the lead away from the number 1 team in the tournament. Back to throw. Sitzman looks, going to take off now inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line, and very close to a first down. Sitzman that time able to pick his way for what looks like enough, but let's see where they put it down. Inside the 11 at the 10.5 should be enough for a Bronco 1st and 10. There's going to be a timeout on the field, though, and it's going to be taken here by who? By the Broncos. Yep. So first timeout by Troy Hoffman. 53 seconds to go. The Broncos are going to have a first down and 10 at the 11-yard line of Kent Denver. Broncos been pretty consistent this year offensively, rushing the football for 251 yards a game and throwing for 189. So a balanced offensive attack. Came into the playoffs, beat La Junta, giving up just 6 points to La Junta. Then they beat Eaton in the snow 23-21, and then beat Bayfield last week 31-6. So the defense for Platte Valley in 2 of the 3 games has yielded just 6 points. Much, much better offensive team that they're playing today. In fact, as we have stated, 2 of the very best offensive teams in the state today, but 14-10, doing a great job.
I don't think a lot of people were surprised that they beat Bayfield. I think a lot of folks were surprised at how they beat Bayfield by running up the score like that and defensively stepping up. But I'll tell you what, Clark, I'm surprised at how Platte Valley's roared back after being down 14-3, almost 21-3, but they come up with a big stop.
Adam Bethel's going to go in motion here. Sitzman wants to keep it off the left-hand side, inside the 10. Not much running room there as he goes down to about the 9-yard line. So a quick gain or a couple yards. It'll be second down, 45 seconds to go, and the clock stopped there. So Troy Hoffman has used his second of 3 timeouts. We'll take a quick break. 30-second timeout. Broncos knocking on the door, trying to get the lead in this one. This timeout being brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. 30 seconds only.
In general, not just for athletic. This increased enrollment has affected selected women's success beyond athletic participation. Title IX been the direct catalyst for the increased success of women's tennis. The results say it has.
All right, Broncos in at the 10-yard line now. Second down, call it 9. They can get a first down at the Kent Denver 1. 45 seconds to go in the half. 14-10, Kent Denver by 4. Broncos trying to get the lead here. Sitzman to throw. Fires for Jake Smith. He's got the football, fighting for the end zone. Did he get there? No, but he's close to a first down. Down around the 1-yard line again. Sitzman to Jake Smith, his third catch of the day.
Jake Smith does a nice job there of catching the football, tries to back his way into the end zone, but the Sun Devils come up and they create a wall and knock him back, but very close here.
Troy Hoffman not using the timeout here, and now he does. Nope, I take it back. Scott Yates and the Sun Devils ask for the timeout there. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. And it'll give the Broncos a chance to talk about this one. 14-10. And Brady, we are going to go back and talk about the fact that they held the Sun Devils down there. It was first and goal, leading 14-3 for Kent Denver. They can't get in on first and goal from the 4. They try 4 times. The Broncos hold. They turn around and go 96 yards for a 14-point turnaround to make it 14-10. And that is the defining moment here, at least of the first half, that turnaround.
Well, let's look at the other possession, too. After that touchdown by Platte Valley, Kent Denver has the ball with 2 minutes left. They might try to go down and score. They throw 2 complete passes, which stops the clock. There's 25 seconds on this. You have to think that if those 2 plays are completed, we might be going into the half right now, but it's interesting how it works out that way. And Platte Valley now has an opportunity. I like the timeout call by Yates of Kent Denver. Settle your guys down, try to get that stop, because the Broncos have all the momentum in this game.
Evan France behind Sitzman. He'll keep it up the middle. Touchdown, Platte Valley. Broncos have the lead, and the crowd from Platte Valley absolutely loves it. 21 seconds to go here in the first half, and Logan Sitzman carries in for his 22nd rushing touchdown. 22 passing touchdowns, 22 rushing touchdowns for the individual total offense leader in the state of Colorado in the 2A division. And Logan Sitzman puts them in the lead at 16-14. Collins Landwehr on for a very important extra point here. 21 seconds to go and down 14-3. The Broncos have answered with 2 huge touchdowns.
Like the one play the Broncos haven't ran today was just the quarterback sneak right up the gut initially, and they're going to get the touchdown. And boy, 21 seconds at the half, barring a big miracle by Kent Denver, you're going to go in 17-14 with the ball back at halftime. The Broncos, this game, Clark, we covered a big game between these 2 guys, Platte Valley and Eaton. And it was a kind of the opposite there. Platte Valley was up 16-7. Eaton finds a way to get back in that game before the halftime hits. They go up 21-16. Eaton goes on to win that game. Sure feels kind of like that, only this time for the Broncos.
Yeah, Platte Valley, when we were talking in that game, they had the lead. They tried to gamble a little bit in their own end. They gave up the touchdown near the end of the half, turns the game around completely, and Eaton comes back and beats them. But today, a little different tactic, coming off the pace a little bit, getting behind 14-3 after a couple of Joey Matarazzo touchdown passes. And trailing 14-3, did they lose their composure against the number 1 team? Nope, they didn't. They came back out and took charge and now lead 17-14.
Yeah, that's what I love about Logan Sitzman. Obviously, he's a great athlete, and he has a lot of great numbers, but he can throw an interception, he can fumble the football, and he can turn right around and make huge plays. He has a short memory, and that's what it takes to win a 2A state football championship, having a short memory when bad plays happen, because you don't have time to readjust to get set for next week. It's all about this game right here. There's no next Friday night.
See what the Broncos do. Landwehr to kick off, and he's going to go deep right-hand side. Jaden Franklin's going to back up. The sophomore is going to take it in the end zone, and that's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Can't imagine Scott Yates is going to try to gamble at all. Maybe, any time that Franklin gets his hands on the football, though, he's a threat to go all the way. So you know, maybe be safe, give the ball off to Jaden, and see what the sophomore can do in the final 20 seconds
Yeah,
here.
if I'm Coach Yates, yeah, I'm going to my star running back. Maybe you can do something. If not, we're going to halftime like this. Ken Denver has a good defense. This is bound to be a great football game in the second half. I don't know that you take a lot of risks.
From the 21 with 21 seconds to go. First down, and the handoff's going to go to Franklin. Up the middle, not much there. They'll put him down right at the line of scrimmage, and that should do the end of the first half. They should let the final 10 seconds in the clock roll off. So Trey Johnson back at Children's Hospital is going to be loving this, and they're playing for Trey today and praying for Trey. 17-14, your halftime score. The Platte Valley Broncos have come from behind to get the lead at halftime. Who's going to get the golden ball, the 2A state championship? We're at halftime. Platte Valley 17, Kent Denver 14. Coming back with the orthopedic spine and Rocky Center of the halftime show in just a moment right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
I got enough batteries left to give his bolts. I think we want to go. I just unplug and Michael. I'm going to try to switch it on. I got enough battery. I'll have enough battery. Well, I'll lose all. Well, what am I plugged into for audio? You're plugged into this right here. No, I think that's this guy. Are we broadcasting right now? Yeah, but there's no other. I'm going to lose my picture for a second. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right, I will. Good shots. I think on that touchdown right here at the end, I think his knee hit the ground before he went in. Yeah, that one pitch kind of took the guy surprised. It was kind of late. He'd already crossed the line of scrimmage, I think. Yeah, but you had a place to stick on. I'm pretty sure on the quarterback sneak for the touchdown, I'm pretty sure I couldn't tell. Yeah. I was just watching the video. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see it. Unfortunately, we have no replayability. All right, good luck. I was looking back at the 56 and frigid here. It's getting a little bit better. Exactly. I'm taking a little wind. Still got programming. I did that last time. I did the Platte Valley game, plugged into the same guy's camera. Because they were sitting there. They thought he sits up like so I just assumed it was for us. What?
Michael? Been trying to find Michael. Where, oh, where is our Michael? Did Brady Hole, everybody.
Clark Johnson, that was you that did that, not Brady.
Clark Johnson, Brady Hull back, Kent Denver High School, the Orthopedic Spine and Center of the Rockies halftime show. Orthopedic and Spine Center has 23 physicians who specialize in the medicine of motion. They have helped thousands of folks get up and going. Call them at 493-0112, the Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies in Fort Collins and Loveland. Go to orthohealth.com for more information. And Brady, halftime here, 17-14. Platte Valley once down in the football game, 14-3. Make a great goal line stand against the Sun Devils. Turn around, go 96 yards to get back into the football game at 14-10. And then the late touchdown. Couple of rushing touchdowns versus a couple of passing touchdowns. The only difference in the game right on the scoreboard, the Bailey Collins Landwehr 29-yard field goal. But it's been a good one here in the 2A state championship.
Now, if my memory serves me correctly here, Clark, I remember in the game against Kent Denver in week 1, just looking at the box score there, it was 21-7 at the half. Platte Valley able to score in the second quarter, but they gave up some big touchdowns to Kent Denver. It was starting to look similar to that, like it was going to be something like that, but not the case this time around. Platte Valley gets that huge stop, and the way they handled the last 2 possessions was just huge. And the way they got the stop, went down and scored, and then got the quick stop to get the ball back with plenty of time. That's just great football right there. Coach Hoffman has a great football team. Talking to him right now, though, getting the lead. Can you sustain it? You're up by 3. You get the ball back at the half. Ball control will be huge with their first possession in the second half.
Only 6 seniors on this Platte Valley group, so to keep their composure down 14-3 in a hostile environment. Big crowd on hand today in the biggest game of the year, obviously, and against a team that throttled them in opening week. They've put all that behind them, and they're on the scoreboard leading 17-14. So a great job of keeping their composure and just sticking to what matters, and that's keeping on their game plan.
Yeah, that's the thing with young guys like this, and in high school especially, knowing that a team destroyed you like that before, how hard it can be to see the score and say 14-3, they're 5 yards away from making it 21-3. How difficult is it to stay focused and think you can still win the game, and then they turn it all around and go down and score 14 points of their own back-to-back. And hats off to this team. Like I said, Clark, this Platte Valley team, if they can take care of business today, they might have a shot to repeat this next year.
Absolutely. Young team coming back, and as Brady said, they might very well be back in this same spot next year. Well, coming into this tournament, 3 undefeated teams. The Broncos have taken care of 2 of those in Eaton and Bayfield, and they can do and run the table if they win here today. The only other team in 2A that has not lost this year is Kent Denver, and at halftime the Broncos lead over the Sun Devils 17-14. Coming back with more on the Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies halftime show. Back in a moment right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. 17-14 in this football game. The Broncos from Platte Valley down from Kersey trying to win their second state title. They won in 2007. Brady was talking about how young this team is and how they have a chance to come back and do this same thing next year, kind of what they did under Coach Michael DeWall in the 2006-2007 years. They went in 2006 and got to the championship game against Faith Christian and got blown out in that one, but they learned all their lessons, came back the next year and beat Platte Canyon for their only state title in football for the school, and trying to make it gold ball number 2 this year in their revenge tour, knocking off the Eaton Reds, the only other loss they had besides the Kent Denver opening game loss this year. So if they can get back and complete this revenge tour and win today, they would have come back and beaten the only 2 teams that gave them blemishes on the 2012 schedule. So gold ball number 2 right now looked like at 14-3 they were going to have some problems getting there, but 2 touchdowns, and as we said, they kept the composure and did what they were supposed to in leading this one at halftime 17-14.
Clark, while I have an opportunity here, I want to thank some of our special Platte Valley sponsors here, our 2A state championship sponsorship here. Build West Construction Company. They'd also like to congratulate the Platte Valley Broncos on a great season and excellent job to getting to the 2A state championship. And like the Broncos, Build West Construction, know that it takes a lot of hard work to achieve goals. When you're thinking about a post frame or pre-engineered steel building, give them a call. They offer the highest quality products at the best value that your money can buy. Before you make a decision on your construction project, give Build West Construction a call at 970-545-2719. Also, Kersey Insurance, locally owned and operated by Greg and Nikki. They're proud to support high school athletics and would like to wish the Platte Valley Broncos the best of luck as well. Kersey Insurance offers farm, home, auto, and business insurance. They provide a personal touch when it comes to customer service. So give Kersey Insurance a call at 353-4660. Kersey Insurance, proudly representing Buckeye Insurance Group.
Well, the spirits in Kersey a little higher than they were earlier in the game. 17-14, Broncos lead at halftime, and just want to shout out a thank you and to Kent Denver and what they did here before the game. Yep. A prayer they did, a little moment of silence for in praying for Trey Johnson in the hospital at Children's Hospital, that he continues to get better as he is, and everybody around here today thinking of Trey back at Children's, and all our thoughts go out to him and his family again, as we say, and we continue to pray for his recovery.
I do got to say, I enjoy being here in Inglewood, Clark. You know, you and I traveling for playoff games, we never really know what to expect at other schools, where we're going to be placed, how things are going to go, but the folks here have given us a nice spot here, and it's been absolutely wonderful. I can say this, I've never seen the crowd go out onto the field like this at halftime.
Yeah, it looks like it's over already.
I guess it's, they create the tunnel over here, but they're letting the kids out on the field. Everyone's playing, and it looked like the game was over. But, I can't say it's a beautiful here in Inglewood, right here at Kent Denver, an excellent place.
Yep. Gorgeous setting and just a beautiful football field. What we didn't get today is the 65-degree weather we were supposed to get. The sun never came out, so we've got the overcast skies above us, and it's a little chilly, but it's still a terrific day for football for these kids. Come back in a couple minutes with the second half kickoff. 17-14, Platte Valley over Kent Denver here, the 2A state championship. Come back in a moment for the conclusion here of the Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies halftime show. Back in a moment right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. I wonder, Sitzman threw for 255. Logan Sitzman got the touchdowns for the Platte Valley Broncos and a couple of passing touchdowns for Kent Denver. Boatman and Pettijohn on the back end of those two receiving throws from Matarazzo, their quarterback, and the Bailey Collins 29-yard field goal is the only separation between these two at halftime. 17-14, Platte Valley on top as we get set for the second half here. And been a terrific game so far between these two teams. Thought just for a second it might get away from the Broncos as they went down 14-3, but they've charged back to get the lead.
Well, and another thing I want to point out here, Jaden Franklin, with all his rushing yards and the excellent athlete that he is, he's kind of been a forgotten man here today, and the Broncos have keyed in. And what's been big is they've keyed in on him while not giving up too many big plays. Yeah, they've given up 2 big plays for the touchdown, but they're not letting it destroy them like we saw with the Windsor Wizard team last week against Pueblo West. They keyed in on Derek Jackson, and they end up getting destroyed by other players on the field. Platte Valley defense, they've done a great job at keeping themselves in this football game and now leading it by 3.
Yeah, 2 of the toughest challenges so far this year for the sophomore running back for Kent Denver, Jaden Franklin, as he came in with almost 2,100 yards rushing, the football number 2 in the state in 2A in rushing yardage. He only got 140 in the opening game of the season against these same Broncos, and like you said, they've done a great job today in limiting what Franklin's been able to do.
Yeah, it should be an excellent second half here, Clark. It's going to be important to see what Platte Valley does with this first possession. Are they going to try to, just control this football game, to control the clock, get first downs, or are they going to try to go for the big plays and get up early? It'll be interesting to see, no doubt about it.
Colt McDaniel back along with, it looks like Sitzman on the left-hand side down there. It's a liner up the middle. McDaniel's going to take it at about the 8-yard line. Out to the 15 here, still on his feet. The 20, 25, the 30, 35 outside 40. Still on his feet, almost out to midfield that time for Colt McDaniel. Great return, a great job of blocking. I don't see a flag on the field, so great starting point for Troy Hoffman's club.
Yeah, that ball popped out at the end of the play there, but they're calling him down. Kent Denver thought they had the football there for an instant, but huge return here. And that question about is Platte Valley going to take their shots early? Well, with great field position here, let's see if they can go down and take a shot. I tell you what, Hoffman, yeah, you can take all the minutes off the clock you want, but nothing beats another touchdown.
49-yard line on side of the field. First down for the Broncos to start the second half. This is their initial opportunity of the second half. Here's Sitzman off the left-hand side into Sun Devil territory to the 48. Short gain of about 3 on first down for Logan Sitzman. And the Broncos with a 3-point lead here will have second down and 7.
A nice gain there. That's one of the things you're seeing more since the first quarter even, is Logan Sitzman able, when he runs the ball, to get some positive yardage. In the very first quarter, it seemed like Kent Denver was getting in the backfield and shutting everything down that the Broncos tried to do.
Interesting play calling. They bring the plays in, it looks, by the looks of those poster boards they have over there on the Broncos sideline.
There's a picture of Tim Tebow on one of those.
There is. Here is Sitzman now going to reverse field, looking, rolling, throwing down the sideline, and overthrows Adam Bethel, who was standing at the right sideline at about the 30-yard line, and chucked it over his head incomplete. So all kinds of time. Good coverage again downfield. Sitzman's had a few times today where the coverage has been so good for Kent Denver that he's just had all kinds of time. Great blocking up front, great coverage in the back, and then he finally had to derail it and throw it out of bounds. It'll be third down, and about 7. The Broncos need the 41 here.
Well, we talk a lot about the skill positions for these Broncos. Sitzman, the receivers, the running back, but this offensive line, boy, when they can start it out, I'm harping on this, but when they can get that initial push, it usually bodes well for the Broncos.
Sitzman will carry, right-hand side, strung up at the 48. He got a yard, and that's all. Good job defensively that time, staying at home, and Matarazzo, the quarterback and defensive back for the Sun Devils, Joey able to come over and put down Logan Sitzman. They'll give him forward progress just inside the 49, so it'll be 4th and about 7 for the Broncos. They'll have to punt it away. Bailey Collins Landwehr will come in and kick it away.
Now, is that a missed opportunity? You get an opening kick return, Clark. You bring it all the way to midfield across the 50-yard line. You take a minute off the clock, maybe a minute and a half, and you're going to punt the football. See what Denver can do with their possession.
Hamlet and Franklin stand back. It's going to be Franklin with a fair catch at the 14-yard line. So, field position at least in favor of the Broncos right now. Kent Denver averaging 40 points a game as 14 as they get their initial possession here of the second half, and they'll do it deep in their own territory from their own 14-yard line.
Now let's see if the key running back here, Jaden Franklin, gets involved. We talked about that right at the beginning of this second half, but where's he been? He's had a couple of nice runs, a couple of nice plays, but not anything leading up to what we've come to know of this kid, at least looking at his numbers. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get going in this game with 10.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
14-yard line. Platte Valley fans telling Brady, hey, shh, don't wake that guy up. He starts running wild. Things are going to get hairy. Handoff up the middle on first down. They'll go outside to the 17-yard line here. And a quick gainer. It'll be second down and 7. Brandon Jones, the fullback, took the handoff on first down. And it'll be 2nd and 7 here for, call it 2nd and 6 with the football. Yep, they marked it back at the 18 where they originally did. They need to get out to the 24, so 2nd down and a long 6 here for the Sun Devils.
Look, I think both these teams are trying to figure out if they like each other or don't like each other, because they'll help each other up on big plays, and then they'll be pushing and jawing at each other the next. So it's good. It's been a good, friendly, competitive football game here, certainly.
Franklin gets the handoff here, and again, tough sledding for Jaden Franklin. The sophomore hit immediately, got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. So it's going to bring up a long third down. In fact, they're going to mark Franklin down for a loss of 1 here, put the football back at about the 17-yard line, in at the 16 actually, and call it 3rd down and 8 here.
I think actually Franklin ran into his own guy. Michelson kind of scoots back and just kind of runs into him like a brick wall, kind of like the Jets game the other night. But that time you got to blame your own offensive lineman.
3rd down and 8. Big time defense here for the Broncos. Back to throw. Matarazzo going to swing it out left-hand side. It's going to be caught by Boatman. What a catch. And then he is nailed. Daniel France nails him at the 30-yard line, but Boatman, a terrific basketball player as well for the Sun Devils, able to go up and hold on to it and give them a fresh set of downs out of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you want to do something that's going to get this crowd into it. You complete a play like that. I'm thinking that France is going to come in, pick the football off, at least knock it down, gets a huge hit. First down by Kent Denver, hangs on to it, and the crowd's loving that one. They need something to get them into this football game.
Big hit that time for Daniel France. Tried to separate Boatman from the ball, but Boatman able to hang on. Matarazzo going to pitch it back. This is Hamlet. Boy, he's in a world of trouble here. Back on his own 20. Now gets out of the trouble. 25-yard line to the 29-yard line. He's going to end up losing 1. He ran for about 60 yards there, sideways both ways, but when all is said and done, the Broncos finally corral him at the 29, so a loss of 1 on the play, but at least he got out of big-time trouble for the Devils.
I worried that Platte Valley was going to break down. They weren't going to stay home, but they're quick enough to recover after maybe a misstep or two. They come back, they do stay home, and get a negative play. Big job by the defense here. That's what they've been able to do. They're shutting down that 2nd and 3rd effort by these good running backs.
Back on the 19, Matarazzo's going to throw here, going down the right-hand side. This ball is going to be incomplete. Cameron Maxey was over there on Lippett defensively. Maxey leading the state with 8 picks this year in 2A action, and was over there looking at number 9, eyeing it for at least a little bit, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you don't lead the 2A side of things in interceptions if you don't try to gamble. There's been a couple of times he's stepped forward thinking they're going to be short passes, but not that time. He does a nice job of staying with his receiver all the way down the field and finishing the play out and forcing this interesting 3rd down play call here. 8 minutes left of the 3rd. Platte Valley no doubt going to be pinning their ears back, try to get a sack.
3rd and 11, big rush. Dylan Jones trying to get to him. Pass is caught by Boatman on the left-hand side at the 30. Brian Boatman will take it to the 35, but the Broncos are tough there. Jake Smith able to upend him, also along with Wyatt Meeker, but Dylan Jones got good pressure that time, getting in alone on the quarterback Matarazzo and able to get Joey to throw the ball away.
Now they'll punt here. I thought for a moment they might try to see if they go for it, but too risky.
35-yard line, yeah, on their own side of the field. That would be a huge
You've got a good defense, and I mean, Logan Sitzman's made some fantastic plays, but I don't know that you feel like, oh, look at this.
Snap is coming here. Raiders' kick is away. Ryan Waite going to come over and take a look at it. He should get away from that and does. Boy, he likes to stay close to that ball, doesn't he? It's going to roll dead at about the 14-yard line. So that kick is going to be worth almost 50 yards as he gets another good roll on the kick by Jack Rader. And back on their own, well, where are they going to put this thing down? About the 14-yard line. So both teams start from their own 14. And the Broncos able to get the football back here of 86 yards in front of them. 7:04 to go here in the third quarter. 17-14 Broncos lead.
Kent Denver took a lot of time off the clock with that possession. So for the Broncos, huge here. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. If you can go down and get a touchdown, get a two-score lead rather, find yourselves in control late in the third quarter.
First down, Sitzman's going to swing it out here to Bethel. Adam makes the catch out over the 20-yard line. Nice gain on first down. Out close to a first down. Got to the 23-yard line. Going to be about a yard short, but that's a good first down play for the Broncos. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it just seems like this team really made some adjustments, not even at halftime, but maybe mid-first quarter. The first few possessions there for Platte Valley, they had a punt, a field goal, and then a turnover that was an interception. But after that, Platte Valley really put it together and able to get some positive yardage.
2nd down and 1. Here is Evan France off the right-hand side this time, and he's out to the 26-yard line. Needed 1, got about 3. It's a Bronco first down. They'll move the chains as the clock ticks under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The 2A state championship simulcast with Newstalk 1310 KFKA and CHSAA.tv today.
Well, Clark, you brought up the story about Kent Denver, how they're showing support for Trey Johnson. I want to point out I'm seeing the banners come by here in the front. They're holding them up. They're saying, "Go Kent Denver," but there's a couple of times they'll flip it over, and it says, "Thinking about Trey Johnson." So hats off to Kent Denver here. They're just showing what kind of community they are.
Colt McDaniel in motion. The pitch back here is to France outside the 30. Evan France still on his feet outside the 35 and driven out of bounds. They're going to put his foot out at about the 34, but that's still a gain of 8. Another big yardage play on first down for the Broncos, setting up these nice second and manageable situations.
These are that's the great spot you want to be in. You're up by 3 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Get a good positive 8-yard, 9-yard gain on first down. Keep moving the chains. Keep taking time off the clock as you're working toward another big touchdown.
2nd and a long 2. Sitzman's going to keep this one off the left-hand side, dances out of trouble, and then is brought down close to a first down. Brady thinks he's got it, pointing that way. Looks like he does, though, from here.
The way he fell right over the line there. It was close. But that's another thing about Sitzman. The thing he does is when he goes down, he always makes sure that he's kind of trying to fall forward. I love that as I'm referencing a Denver Broncos, Willis McGahee, who was out for a while. That's one of the things he'll do is he'll just fall forward. And in that case, all you need to do is fall forward for 2 yards.
That effort gave Sitzman the first down, and the Broncos back to throw. Pump fake now in trouble. Sitzman wants to go down the field. This one's incomplete. Breaking off the pattern was Daniel France. He thought France maybe was going to try to loop it long there, and he overthrew him down the left-hand side. So it goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Broncos.
Yeah, France was double covered down there. That was a scary throw there. Luckily, Sitzman overthrows everybody there, but a safety and a cornerback triggering one receiver, you have to think that if Sitzman can find more time, roll around, he's going to find somebody open. That's what he's been able to do when he's found his completions today.
2nd down and 10, keeper up the middle for Sitzman. Boy, he is belted at the 39-yard line. Got a couple and then was upended in a hurry that time. Brandon Jones, I believe, led the way. The linebacker coming up to make the tackle.
A big third down coming up here, Clark. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Kent Denver pumping this crowd up. They know they need this stop. Get this ball back on the offensive side for the Sun Devils, but the Broncos can take all the wind out of their sails with a first down here.
17-14, Platte Valley by 3. They trailed 14-3 in this football game, but have come back to get the lead. Pass out to Jake Smith's going to be incomplete. Trying to go out on the right-hand side to Smith that time, and Logan Sitzman bounced it to him. It'll be 4th down here for the Broncos, and they'll have to give it up for the second time. Wait a second, there is a flag. Let's see what that's about. 5:23 showing on the clock to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Platte Valley. Now they're waving it off.
So it will bring up 4th down for the Broncos, and Bailey Collins Landwehr will come in and kick this thing away, and the Broncos going to have to go back on defense with this precarious lead, the same one they had at halftime, 17-14. Hamlet and Franklin will stand back at about their own 25-yard line here. Sounds like a musical group, Hamlet and Franklin. Here's the kick, it's away. Jaden Franklin, fair catch at the 26-yard line. And we'll see if number 2, Jaden Franklin, the sophomore, can finally bust loose against this Platte Valley defense. Broncos holding him in check so far. Come back quickly in 30 seconds. It's 17-14. Broncos in the lead this 2A state championship. This time out being brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Our state championship coverage on CHSAA.tv is provided in part by Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. We'll be there the day you buy your first car, the day your first child is born, and the day you file your first claim. We'll be there to make sure your insurance coverage keeps up with all the changes in your life. Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. Get real coverage.
Back at Kent Denver High School, the 2A state championship. And the Sun Devils on first down get about 3. They go from the 26 up to the 29-yard line. So as the clock ticks under 5 minutes to go third quarter in this 2A championship battle, 17-14 Broncos from Platte Valley leading this one by 3.
You have to hand it to Kent Denver. They've done a good job of at least settling this game down after Platte Valley came roaring back to take the lead after down 14-3. Kent Denver's found a way to slow this one down too.
Here is Franklin, pitch back. There's a flag on the field. Franklin goes to only the 31-yard line, chewed up there. So a gainer of 2. But let's see. Troy Hoffman on the sideline pointing that it's against the Sun Devils, and we'll see if that's the case. It is. And it is a hold, so that'll put him back. This should put him back inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. If that's the case, it's going to be second and about 17 here. So the Sun Devils shooting themselves in the foot, down 17-14 in the football game.
That's big there. A couple of penalties have been crucial, Clark, and really they've come at terrible times for Kent Denver. If you think about their very second possession after they scored, they had 2 false starts in a row, which resulted in a punt. The holding call when they intercepted Logan Sitzman could have went up 21-3. They had a holding call which made them go back a few yards there. So here we go, second down. They have another holding call, second and long. Let's see if the Broncos can keep their heads about them on this big play.
Matarazzo will go from the gun here. Second down, 17 for the Sun Devils. Joey back to throw. Big rush on, going to step up through it, and now going to run with the football outside of the 20. Smith trying to run him down, can't get him, and Matarazzo all the way out to the 35, out of bounds, just shy of the first down. I think if the sticks are on this side of the field, he's able to eye the first down and maybe stretch it out. Didn't quite get there. Well, I take that back. They're going to give him the 36-yard line, and it is a first down.
Matarazzo, man, he's a lot faster than I thought, Clark. I know he's had some rushing yards, but we haven't seen him get out of the pocket much and do too much damage to Platte Valley. But on that time there, he's able to jump out, make a quick jab step to his left, pop out for a big first down. That was huge for Kent Denver.
Out at the 37-yard line. And a new set of downs here, as Brady said, just a big first down for Kent Denver there. Holding penalty, they get through that oftentimes. As you know, in football, get that holding penalty and it shoots the whole set of downs right into the tank. But good job by Matarazzo, and a new set here. Here's Franklin up the middle now, trying to get out of tackle there. Makes his way out over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Quick gain of about 4 for Jaden Franklin. Kent Denver trying to make their way through the Patriot League. Already has knocked off in 2 of their 3 playoff victories this year, has knocked off Patriot League teams. They opened up the playoffs with a 49-35 win against Strasburg. And then the game at Brush, 35-27, an 8-point win there. And the win over Florence last week. And here they are in the championship game against the Platte Valley Broncos. Here's Brandon Jones, the big fullback, up the middle there on second down and about 5, and Jones puts the football out to the 41-yard line.
I like the change up there for the Sun Devils with Brandon Jones, a big guy, big running back. And Clark, he's a 225-pound, 6'2" running back there. So, you know, it's a nice change of pace just to give him the ball, let him lean forward, and he makes this second and 5 go to a third and about 2, third and about a yard there. So big play coming up, big third down.
at the 46-yard line for the Sun Devils. 3rd down, 1, big play their own side of the field. Matarazzo under center. Going to hand off. This is Jaden Franklin. They nail him in the backfield. Boy, they were all over that play. And they lined up Franklin to the right-hand side, went to a quick handoff to him, and the Broncos all over it. The white shirts put him down. A loss on the play. It's going to be 4th and a long 2 here.
And Coach Yates, again, not going to take any chances. 3-point football game, plenty of time in this one. He's going to punt it away, or at least appear that he's going to punt it away. But what can you say there by Platte Valley? You're not really sure who it's going to. Maybe they're going to go up the gut for their big running back, but they get the big name running back, Jaden Franklin, in the backfield, and they're going to get the football back, barring a turnover.
Here's Brian Boatman with a punt. It's away. Ryan Waite is back at the 15-yard line. Going to take it there, bobbles it for a second, now outside the 20, and Waite brings it back to the 24-yard line. So the Broncos with 1:57 to go will start from their own 24, continuing to lead 17-14 in this 2A championship game. We'll take this timeout, brought to you by Ames Community College. Back in 30 seconds right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. Clark Johnson, Brady Hull back here on News Talk 1310 KFK. Also CHSAA.tv on the simulcast today on First Down. Missed it while we were away. Logan Sitzman, rather. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos now at their own 24-yard line. Sitzman will keep it again and again. Nothing up the middle. He tried to get out of trouble there, and they put him down. Finally, Jaden Franklin up to knock him down at the 25-yard line, maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and about 9 for the Broncos.
And the Sun Devils, every time they get to the ball carrier there, whether it's Logan Sitzman or the running backs, they are trying to strip this football, digging at that ball, trying to get it away. So it'll be key here, Clark, as we wind down the last minute here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos know Kent Denver wants to get the turnover. It's going to be key to hold on to the ball.
So here's a big 3rd down play. As Brady said, they do not want to turn it over down here. Back to throw now. Sitzman looking, trying to get up through the middle, out over the 30-yard line to the 32. They corral him there just short of the 1st down. Needed about 8, got about 6. And it's going to be 4th and 2, and Troy Hoffman's group going to be forced to kick the football away at their own 32 as the final 25 seconds tick off here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, they've had nothing but punts here in this second half. This will be the 3rd punt by Platte Valley. Kent Denver's punted the ball twice already, so a defensive quarter here, a little bit different from that 2nd quarter.
I don't think they need to get this off before the play clock goes. We don't get to see the play clock from here, but here's the final 5 seconds ticking off, and we are 3/4 of the way through the 2012 2A state championship game. It's 17-14, no scoring in the 3rd quarter. Broncos led 17-14 at the half in this football game. Platte Valley continues to lead. 17-14 Broncos, 3-point advantage. The final 12 minutes coming up right here. Back in a moment on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Good game.
All right, let's go, let's go. Start of the 4th quarter, the punt by Bailey Collins Landwehr is going to go down to the 29-yard line here of Kent Denver, and down there by the Broncos. So again, Jaden Franklin, the superstar sophomore running back who has not gone untracked in this game, unable to get his hands on the football there again, and the Sun Devils will start at their own 29.
Well, Clark, what a great way to end our football season on KFKA's coverage, and bringing us to the 2A state championship here. A 3-point football game as we start the fourth quarter here in Inglewood. And it's a chilly day, but man, Clark, we've certainly seen worse.
What happens a week from Tuesday, Brady?
And we got basketball season already going. December 4th, you'll be nice and warm calling the Eaton Reds, the Weld Central Rebels. That'll be at Eaton. That'll be our first game.
On a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday night. It's kind of tough to make those schedules before Christmas break.
Here's Franklin off the left-hand side. Jaden takes the football out over the 30-yard line to about the 32. So again, unable to break free is the sophomore running back who came in with almost 2,200 yards rushing the football this year and 28 touchdowns, both second in the 2A classification. But the Broncos have done a great job today on him.
You have to take a look at the two plays, really, Clark, that Kent Denver had that was a success. Their first touchdown on their first possession was against Cameron Maxey, a great defensive back for Platte Valley, but they get Pettyjohn to get the end zone, and then another passing touchdown. Other than that, Platte Valley has played solid defense.
Matarazzo will give it to Franklin. Again, the 35. Franklin out over the 40, has a first down. This time able to get clear a little bit and takes the football out to the 44-yard line. And it's a Kent Denver first down. Gain on the play of about 11 for the sophomore running back.
Well, you said it best, Clark. He's a sophomore. He's going to be making big things happen for this team for the next 2 years, but Platte Valley's hoping at least today for the next 11 minutes that he kind of goes quiet in his sophomore year.
All right, mark the football out at the 45-yard line. Call it first down here for Kent Denver. Down 17-14. Brandon Jones, the fullback, up the middle and into Platte Valley territory. Straight ahead for about 6 yards. Gets it to the Platte Valley 49. It'll be 2nd and 4 here. And Scott Yates' team on the move here.
That's a nice 1-2 punch. You know, it's hard to believe that Kent Denver hasn't been able to utilize that much today, but with Brandon Jones and Jaden Franklin, two completely different running backs, one a fullback. You look at the size difference there, and that's a nice combo.
Like Mutt and Jeff in the backfield here, two different guys. Boy, did they get offside. The Broncos are offside here, I think. Let's see if they were pulled off, but I think this is the Broncos jumping into the neutral zone on this one.
This is huge. This should give Kent Denver the first down.
Yeah, if it is, let's see, it is offside. So on that penalty, as Brady just said, it's going to give Kent Denver a 1st and 10 now in at the 44-yard line of the Broncos, down by 3.
Well, and you have to think the closer you get into Platte Valley territory, it is kind of a 4-down situation. You don't kick field goals. We know that about Kent Denver. From right here, likely you'd see a punt at this point, but you give them another 10, 20 yards. You're going to give this Kent Denver team 4 downs to try to make something happen.
Charlie Lippett goes to the left, Matt Pettyjohn to the right in this one. It's Jones and Franklin. Ball's on the ground. Who's going to get there? I think Franklin got it back.
I think you're right, Clark. I think Franklin jumps on it. Great awareness by the sophomore running back to see that ball on the ground and jump over it. But, boy, that would have been a huge mistake for Kent Denver as they're driving. And nice break for the Sun Devils. Either way, a nice loss there for Kent Denver.
Loss of 2 on the play. Boy, Bronco fans would have erupted if they could come up with that one and stymie this drive that the Kent Denver Sun Devils are on right now. 2nd down and 12. Again, Lippett and Pettyjohn are your wideouts here. Back in the gun this time for Matarazzo. Back to throw, going to roll against the grain. Boy, he's got a lot of room to run if he chooses here. Looking. Now he's going to take off and try to run. He just waited too long. Steps in. Still, he got nailed there at the 42-yard line. Matarazzo, boy, he had all kinds of time to run there, it looked like. Then it got too late to run with the football. They started closing in on him, and down he goes at the 42-yard line. Good job defensively, good coverage in the secondary for the Broncos.
Caleb Creech delivers a bone-chilling blow there. Nice hit by Caleb Creech on that play. But again, I'm going to keep harping on this. This Platte Valley defense finds a way to stay home. They don't let these players cut back, and make big things happen, unlike Logan Sitzman, who finds a way to make a defense break down and get big plays. Broncos make this one a 3rd down. This is a big play, Clark. This is the biggest play up to this point in the game.
3rd down and 8, the 2A state championship. Both teams trying to add another gold ball to their list. Platte Valley has 1. Here's a throw that's going to go out of bounds Matarazzo just had to get rid of it that time as they came to him again. Raul Rios was in on his tail, and Matarazzo had to deliver it out of bounds there. So it'll be 4th down and 8 here, and the Bronco defense stymies this Sun Devil offense here after it looked like the Sun Devils were starting to roll.
Yeah, you dodged the bullet here because you might have, if you give Kent Denver another first down, they might have found themselves going in a 4-down territory situation, but going to punt it here, 8.5 minutes to go. The Broncos have had their opportunities, but Clark, they've punted the ball 3 times in the second half. If they can take care of business here, they could maybe start to put this one away with 8.5 minutes, but Kent Denver's going to be fighting.
Brian Boatman, for the punter here, tried to knock one into the end zone, or down in the coffin corner, and he just shot this one out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A kick off the side of his foot out of bounds. That's only worth about 20 yards, so the Broncos a huge break. Instead of being backed up against their own end zone here, they get to start out of the 25, maybe even the 26-yard line.
Well, let's see what Coach Hoffman has in store here. If you're Platte Valley, you know, the kind of grind it out, running up the gut hasn't worked that well in this second half. Do you throw it all out there and try to see if your passing attack can go win you a 2A state championship?
Sitzman dropped back, but now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw, and throws it to Adam Bethel on the right-hand side and sailed it over the senior's head, incomplete. Always the great thing about Logan Sitzman is that he's just as dangerous running the football as he is throwing it. That time it looked like he was going to pull it down and run. As he got close to the line of scrimmage, saw Bethel open and just airmailed one over his head. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Broncos. Bethel's going to go in motion, line up on the left-hand side. Here's Sitzman, going to keep it on the option, and not much there. Out of spin, out of a tackle, though. Gets out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. So it is a gain of 5. Looked like he was going to go nowhere there, but sets up a 3rd and 5 here for Platte Valley.
He's going to fight for every yard, and look at where they're going to place that thing. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go down behind the 30-yard line, but because he keeps grinding it out, he's going to make it go from about a 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Those 3 yards make a difference in a game like this.
Sitzman will go out of the gun. The Sun Devil fans come to their feet. 17-14, 3-point advantage. Precarious lead here for Platte Valley. Sitzman wants to keep it. Boy, they got to him in a hurry. Brian Boatman came from the right-hand side and put Sitzman down at the 30. A loss of 1, and once again, as Brady just said, the Broncos have to go back and punt.
Well, Boatman makes up for that punt there. He does a nice job getting in the backfield. Excellent job. 4th down, 7 minutes to go, Clark. This is what you want to see in a 2A state championship. A 3-point football game. A couple more possessions to go. We've seen punt after punt in the second half. We've seen offense, we've seen defense. It's been a good one.
Collins Landwehr with the punt. Jaden Franklin says, man, he just put his hand down. It's almost frustrated that he can't get to the football on the kick. It's going to be downed by Caleb Creech at the 32-yard line. So 68 yards away from pay dirt. The Scott Yates-led Sun Devils will go to work here at their own 32-yard line with 6:53 to go in the ball game, at least in regulation. The 2A state championship, and it is a doozy, 17-14 Platte Valley.
Again, I want to go back to this note. This is going to turn out to be big. Kent Denver, they do not kick field goals. So, you know, at making a tie going down in this game, what do you do if you get in that situation? Could we see that?
They did kick extra points today,
They kick extra points, so you think that, okay, maybe they're okay from the 10.
Haven't had one.
It'll be big.
Brady's alluding to the fact they haven't had a field goal all year. Get down close enough in a 3-point game, you might try to kick one. Brandon Jones got loose here. 45 to 50. Still on his feet. Brandon Jones in a foot race. Jake Smith is going to be able to get to him. No. Inside the 10, the 5. It is a touchdown, I think. It is touchdown, Kent Denver. Brandon Jones, 67 yards for the big fullback.
We talked about the combination of Brandon Jones, the 1-2 punch there. What do you do if you're Platte Valley and Jaden Franklin's not hurting you? You have to try to stop somebody else when they go to him. Brandon Jones gets in the middle. You can't bring this guy down. He's like a bowling ball. Once he gets momentum, it's almost impossible, and you see him break 3 tackles on that. That's probably the biggest touchdown. He's a senior. That's probably the biggest touchdown he's ever had, no question about it.
Linebacker Jake Smith, I thought Jake Smith had him wrapped up at about the 15, but he just was like a fly hitting him. He just went off the big Brandon Jones and Jones able to get his way into the end zone. Extra point by Rader is on the way and just does make it through. Ugly but effective. 6:39 to go in this 2A championship game. And the home team, the Kent Denver Sun Devils, have got the lead. 21-17 over Platte Valley. Back in a moment. This time out being brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Coverage of the Platte Valley Broncos in the state championship game is presented in part by Agfinity. American Pride Co-op and Agland have merged to form one incredible company, Agfinity. Agfinity has convenience stores, car care centers, and agronomy services. See us online at ag-finity.com. That's ag-finity.com.
Brandon Jones. He had 11 yards last week. A little different. Napa Auto Parts kickoff coming here. 6:39 to go. Kent Denver High School to a championship game. And Kent Denver has gone back out on top in a seesaw battle. 21-17. Platte Valley trailing by 4 now. Brandon Jones, we didn't expect a big play to come from the fullback today. Expected it to come from Jaden Franklin, but a 67-yard romp by the Sun Devil fullback, and they've got the lead. Here's Sitzman on the return, out to 15. Logan trying to get some room to run now, out close to the 20-yard line. They'll take him down at about the 19. And with 6.5 to go in the football game, the Broncos come out trailing. Last time they trailed, they were down 14-3, came back with 2 touchdowns. They need to get back into that roll right here.
Yeah, this is huge. This is what it's all about. And can you keep your composure? Can you make the big plays when you need to? 6.5 minutes to go. And we'll crown a 2A state champion for the 2012 football season. Logan Sitzman lining up in the shotgun. It's set up to be a huge finish here, Clark.
Sitzman out of the gun now, 19-yard line, back to throw on first down. Looking, going to throw over the middle for Jake Smith. Nice catch. A sliding catch by Jake Smith. He's down at the 32-yard line, but a nice play and a good throw that time by Logan Sitzman.
Now he's patient there, too. Logan Sitzman sees a guy early, kind of wants to throw it, pulls the ball down, rolls to his right, waits till he has a better option, and completes his pass, gets a huge first down. And there you see the sign waving from the sidelines there by Platte Valley as they make the play call with those big play cards.
Adam Bethel going to go in motion here. Sitzman looks like he wants to carry this one. Off the left-hand side, 35 now, outside the 40. Cuts back at the 45. Sitzman still on his feet into Sun Devil territory and down to the 47-yard line. Logan Sitzman that time off the left-hand side goes for about 20. And it's a first down for the Broncos in Sun Devil territory.
Clark, there's a reason Logan Sitzman won our Loveland Ford Player of the Game earlier in the season, which is featured in Tidbits. He's working his way toward that right now, the game he's putting on. And another big first down. He's doing it with his arms. He's doing it with his legs like he's done all season long.
He's working his way not only to our Loveland Ford Player of the Game, but possibly the 2A Player of the Year right here. Individual leader in total offense, and in fact nobody close to him as far as total yards go, throwing and running the football. Over 3,700 yards coming into the game combined. The next closest was Austin Eckler, who was a running back for the Eaton Reds at about 2,600 and change for the season. So yeah, you're talking about a player of the game, and I'm thinking that if they can win this game, that in fact, it might go either way. It might be Jaden Franklin who's your player of the year if the Sun Devils keep the lead here. But if the Broncos can come back and win this 2A championship, you're probably looking at number 5 out there, Logan Sitzman, the junior quarterback, as your 2A player of the year.
Well, that 49 yards that Platte Valley needs probably looks like a mile to them right now with 5:58 to go. The pressure's 100% on this Broncos team. And this defense step it up, and you do notice, you look out at on the defensive side, Clark, Jaden Franklin out there lined up on the defensive side, hasn't made a lot of huge plays on the offensive end. Is this where he steps up and makes a play?
Pump fake now. They want to go to Daniel France down the sideline, incomplete at about the 20-yard line. A pump fake that time for the quarterback Sitzman, and tried to get Daniel France, Evan's brother, to release downfield, and he just overthrew him.
That's the time to take the shot. First down. You've made some big plays to move down on this side of the field. I like that play call there.
Second down at the 48. Again, nobody in the backfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wideouts. Back to throw Sitzman. Rolling right, looking. Can he get around the end? No, he's going to throw it. This one's a dead duck up in the air. Incomplete. There was some contact down there at the 25-yard line. And in fact, I thought Trevon Hamlet maybe pushed off trying to go back and get the football on defense, but no call either way. That one kind of looked like it was shot about halfway through after Sitzman got rid of it.
Well, a nice job by the Sun Devils. They've been doing a good job of staying home, sealing off that right side that Logan Sitzman he rolls out to his right side, and because the Kent Denver defensive end is able to seal off his offensive player, he forces Logan to pull the ball back down and throw it deep.
3rd down and 10 at the Kent Denver 48. Sitzman, right-hand side, going to take the snap and run with the football. Inside the 45, down to the 41. Ball's on the ground, but I think he's down. He is at the 41, so Sitzman for 7 on 3rd and 10, and here comes one of the big defining moments of this football game, a big 4th and 3 coming up for Platte Valley.
Well, they give him a nice, a decent spot there, I suppose. Big 4th down, though, Clark, you said it best.
Not going to let him wait at all. No huddle offense. 4th down and 3. Sitzman in the gun. See what they do. He wants to throw. Looks, throws over the middle. That's got to be pass interference. Here comes the flag. I thought for a second they're not going to do it. My other question was the ball tipped
I think it
at
was
the line
tipped.
of scrimmage? If it was, this is not pass interference.
I think you're exactly right, Clark. I think the ball was tipped before the pass interference. They're going to call it a tip. They're going to wave off the flag.
Troy Hoffman wants holding before the throw, but they're not going to give him that. There's no question it was pass interference, but the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. You're allowed to kill the guy after that, and they do it right there. It's turned over on downs, and at the 41-yard line, the Broncos have to give it up, but there's still plenty of time if they can get the football back. 5:07 to go in the football game.
Well, there's a reason they rushed to snap that football, though, this whole possession here, Clark, because Coach Hoffman thinking, okay, even if we don't get this first down, we don't want to take up precious time. We're going to go for the 4th down conversion. Don't get it. Okay, 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this football game. Plenty of time, but they have to make a defensive stop here.
Broncos tried to hit Adam Bethel over the middle for that first down, but the tip at the line of scrimmage gave him carte blanche. All right, 1st down. They go to Franklin up the middle here. Need to keep him at bay. They get up the middle for a couple. 43, maybe the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and about 7 here for the Sun Devils as the clock ticks under 5 minutes to go in this 2A state championship.
Oh, words can't describe how big this defensive stand is for Platte Valley if they can do it. They did it once, Clark, when it was 14-3 and they really needed that stop. That could have really turned this game ugly quickly, and they found a way to make the stop and got a lead later because of it.
2nd down and 7. Matarazzo will go under center here. Broncos almost jumped. They go to Franklin up the middle trying to get clear. He does a little bit, has a 1st down into Bronco territory and down to the 49-yard line. Maybe premature with the 1st down call, but I think he's got it by about the length of a football. That's right across from us. It is indeed a 1st down. So 4:22 to go and a new set of downs here for Scott Yates Sun Devils.
The Broncos need to find a way to get a big defensive play. They need to get some penetration. That was the key. Again, I go back to the 14-3 situation when they're in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. Platte Valley found a way to penetrate, get in the backfield. They need a negative play.
1st down handoff, big Brandon Jones on the run, but let's see. There's a flag down. Jones is going to take it for about 9 down to the 40-yard line, but a flag down. Now, was that a hold in the midst of that or face mask?
I think they might be getting a face mask.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is. 5-yarder. They just got a hold quickly of the face mask of Jones. Boy, is he a load or what?
And he's what you call a clock killer, too. You just give him the football, let him run up the gut, and he's gonna stay up. Seconds are gonna drift away from that clock, and that's exactly what the Sun Devils want. 4 minutes to go. They want that thing to tick down as fast as possible, especially knowing what Logan Sitzman and this offense can do.
Inside the 35-yard line of Platte Valley now. Sun Devils haven't raised the gold ball since '91. They've got a chance to do it here. Broncos only state championship was in 2007. Here's Brandon Jones, right side, inside the 30. Brandon Jones on his feet, down to the 26-yard line. 8 more for the big fullback. I think they're finding out right now that that's more. They're having more success with Brandon Jones carrying the football right now than they are with Jaden Franklin.
Well, coming into this game, Clark Jones had 611 yards rushing. But watching this game, especially in this fourth quarter, it's surprising to me that this kid doesn't have more.
26-yard line, 2nd down and 2. Broncos need a stop. 21-17. Kent Denver by 4. Platte Valley led 17-14 at the half. Just 1 touchdown here in the second half. Matarazzo under center. Going to go to Franklin here. Dipsy-doos up the middle. Got a couple. Got a first down. He moves the football down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 yards for Jaden Franklin. And the sophomore, they're going to put his knee down actually at the 23. Still enough, though, to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 here for the Sun Devils. 2:55 to go. And I think Troy Hoffman still has all 3 timeouts.
Yep, you're right, Clark. We're getting the confirmation there. And
need to make a stop.
2.5 minutes to go. This is it.
He's got to start using his, if he has all 3, got to start using them now. They can't let this thing go down. It's 2:40 to go. Can't let the clock run here. First down, see what they do. Which running back do they go to? That's the question. Going to hand off Jones up the middle. Takes it inside the 20 to about the 19. Give Brandon Jones, 4 yards and a timeout. Troy Hoffman uses his first. So 2:25 to go. Timeout on the field will come right back. 30-second timeout. Kent Denver trying to get in the end zone and get a championship here. Broncos trying to get the ball back. 21-17. 4-point advantage in the 2A state championship. Back in a moment. This timeout being brought to you by Ames Community College right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Adams State University students appreciate the fact they're not seen as numbers in a sea of faces, and that feels like home. Small class sizes and caring faculty make a positive difference when it comes to student success. Get the support you deserve and choose the right path to your future at Adams State University. For more information, visit adams.edu.
I would just keep handing it to 5 seconds to go here at Kent Denver High School, and Kent Denver, Platte Valley putting on a show for the 2A state championship. 21-17, Kent Denver in front right now, and they're trying to get some separation in this football game in the final 2 minutes here. 19-yard line, 2nd down 6. Handoff's going to go to Franklin, left-hand side. They tripped him up just a couple down to the 16-yard line. So now, Brady, comes a huge 3rd down play. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. They're going to put him down at the 17-yard line. Another timeout for Troy Hoffman right there with 2:20 to go. But it's going to be 3rd down. They need, what did I say, need to get down to about the 13. So call it 3rd and 4, maybe even 3rd and 5 here for the Sun Devils.
I would assume that it's 4-down territory with Kent Denver not kicking field goals as we've talked about. So I'm telling you, if I'm Kent Denver, I'm giving it to the load, giving it to Brandon Jennings right up the gut. Let him do something if he can get the first down. If not, get a chunk of it and try again on 4th down.
It just seems like he's having more success right now than Franklin, just with the power rushing game. The offensive line pushing hard for Kent Denver. When they give the ball to Jones, he's just a load to take down. I can't believe I'm saying that when I look at Jaden Franklin, who came in with 2,100 yards and 28 touchdowns.
Well, and you know, a testament to that is Brandon Jones has been the fullback. He's been that lead blocker for Jaden Franklin. He's kind of plowed through. Probably nice for the big fullback to get some recognition in this football game, because if they win, he's the big reason for it.
Broncos need a big push here. 3rd down 4. Matarazzo going to throw incomplete. He tried to get it over the middle to Boatman, and Boatman got a late flag. I can't believe that. He pleaded to the referee, and that's a late flag.
That's way too late for my liking there, Clark. I thought he might have actually tried to throw the flag, and then he put his hand down.
I think they might get holding here, Brady. I don't think it was interference, but let's see. No, they're going to call pass interference. That's about the latest flag I've seen in a long time. The play was over. There was nothing on the field. Boatman looked back and cried about it, and the next thing you know, they threw the flag, you know.
That's huge. 2:16 left, Clark. I believe that was Platte Valley used their timeouts. They have one left, I believe.
Boatman's a terrific athlete. He's a great basketball player for the Sun Devils as well, and has made some key plays in this football game. They went to him there, and I thought, wow, not only are they going to go incomplete and stop the clock, they're going to have a 4th down play. Instead, it's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Broncos in a world of trouble now here in the 2A championship. Hand off to Brandon Jones up the middle. He goes down inside the 5 to about the 4. And the clock goes down to 2:10, and I think there's just one timeout left, and Troy Hoffman's going to step in and take it right there. So it is an uphill battle now for the Broncos.
You look at that play. If it's called an incomplete pass, you have a stoppage of clock, and you get the 4th down opportunity there for Kent Denver. Things are looking okay for Platte Valley, and then the play looks over with. The players are starting to walk back to their huddles even, and then you see the flag come out, it seemed like. And I mean,
boy, that was late.
Extremely late. You hate to see a game like this end on a call like that. We're going to get a penalty flag in the huddle.
The Platte Valley huddle. Well,
they were saying something. They were saying something about the referees. You can almost bet.
It's going to be a 2-yard personal foul. What it's going to do is give them a 1st down, though. It's going to give them a 2-yard 1st down here. Something came out of that huddle that somebody didn't like, I'm sure, in reference to the call previous to that on the Brian Boatman play over the middle. I didn't see the hold on Boatman or the interference, to be quite honest with you, but doesn't mean it didn't happen. Just a very, very late call.
Now you have to think this is Brandon Jennings' territory, the next player too. If Platte Valley if they have any hope in this football game, they've got to not only get to the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage, but they've got to be stripping and pulling at that ball. That's why I'm giving it to the Brood if I'm Kent Denver.
Now it still says 2nd down over there, but on the personal foul, they're supposed to get a 1st down. Don't know what happened there. They carried for 2 on that other play. Here's the handoff up the middle, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent Denver. And with 2:03 to go in the football game, the Sun Devils have a 2-score lead.
2 minutes to go here. Platte Valley's going to have a miracle here, Clark. Going to have to move down the field extremely fast, hope they can get a quick score, and then turn around with the onside kick and do it again. I've seen stranger things happen. I just don't know if that's going to be the case here for Platte Valley.
Been a game of swings, a 14-3 lead early in the game for Kent Denver. Platte Valley responded with 2 touchdowns of their own to take a 17-14 lead into the locker room at halftime. But the second half, it has been a Kent Denver second half. They lead now 27-17. Extra point is pending. Jack Rader on, snap placed down. Rader's kick is on the way, and it is good. 2:03 to go. A flag's going to come down. They'll talk about that, I think, on the kickoff. Let's see here if that's going to do it for the extra point, though. It is. 2:03 left. It's 28-17. The lead is 11 for Kent Denver. Platte Valley get the ball when we come back here in the 2A state championship. This time out being brought to you by Ames Community College, right here on CHSAA.tv and News Talk 1310 KFKA. Clark Johnson and Brady Hull back here. Kent Denver High School, the 2A state championship today, and a game of runs now sees Kent Denver with 2:03 to play, just 123 seconds away from their 3rd state championship. They won in '86, they won in '91.
Well, no timeouts left, Clark, so Platte Valley has to move quickly. I mean, they need to score extremely fast here and then hope that they can get an onside kick, which in high school football, who knows? That ball can bounce in so many different ways, but it's got to be here. They've got to go now, get something big.
Line drive kick is going to come up and taken at the 30-yard line, go down at the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. The Broncos will start 1st and 10 with the football at their own 32-yard line, 1:58 to go, and as Brady said, they need a miracle. and the fans are sensing it. There's blood in the water here at Kent Denver High School. Put it at the 33 for Logan Sitzman. Nice job defensively second half on the adjustments for Scott Yates and his Sun Devils. Swing it out to the right-hand side. Bethel makes the catch out at the 37. He's knocked out of bounds there. So a quick gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. 1:53 to go, and the clock is stopped, trailing 28-17.
Yeah, you can see a lot of out routes here. You've got to get out of bounds. You've got to get positive yards and move out quickly. But more importantly, you're going to have to get big yards, big gains coming up. That was okay there, but the next couple of throws need to be downfield. Again, they have to do this twice. They still have to hope they can get a score and then an onside and do it again.
5 wideouts again. Sitzman back to throw now. Has time. Rolls out of the pocket to the right. Bluer is on his tail. Throws over the middle. Intercepted. Picked off. Matt Pettyjohn at the 40-yard line got the interception, and that'll do it. The Sun Devils, Kent Denver's going to get their 3rd gold ball here. It's been 22 years since their gold ball in 91, the last one the school has had, but they're going to do it here, folks. Well, 28-17, and they're going back on offense.
You hate to see Logan Sitzman's season end on an interception right there, which it likely will end right there. But walking off, he's had a heck of a season, Clark, and one last time on the football side of things, we will give him the Loveland Ford Player of the Game, Player of the Week, and you can read about this game in Tidbits Weekly. They will be all over Weld County. It was a fantastic football game, a great end of the season for both teams. Just not the outcome that the Broncos wanted, no question about it there.
Matarazzo takes a knee there. They just have to do that what would be probably 2 more times. And the 2A state championship will be handed to the Sun Devils from Kent Denver High School. But a great season for Platte Valley. Wow, to get here to this spot with only 6 seniors on the crew. And we're talking about Logan Sitzman. It's not done for him. We're going to get to come back and see Logan Sitzman play quarterback next year for this club.
Yeah, you're seeing guys like Cameron Maxey, who's a junior, Logan Sitzman, as you mentioned, Clark, and a few of these other guys that are just big parts. Evan France, he's only a junior. Colt McDaniel, a sophomore. So a great opportunity for this Broncos team to be back here, and who knows, it could very well be the Sun Devils in a rematch in 2013. Because the Sun Devils, like the Broncos, will be returning quite a bit of some of their good athletic players.
Seniors for the Broncos to congratulate. Donnie Blackman is one of the seniors. Also Adam Bethel, the senior wideout who was made some key catches today. Tanner Moser. Also Raul Rios, great defensive player for the Broncos. Brandon Gehring. And there was one other senior, of course, Dylan Jones as well. So just 6 seniors, and there's no question that Troy Hoffman's group, even losing in this game 28-17 in the finals today, will be one of the teams to look at next year in the 2A classification.
Well, that's going to do it, Clark. The clock's going to tick off here, and great turnout for both sides. And here we go. Kent Denver going to storm the field, and no, not yet. They're going to tell the fans, not yet. Let them finish this. We don't want to see the band debacle that happened in college one year.
That's it, baby. Final time has ticked down. Platte Valley Broncos, who led 17-14 at the half, just get outplayed in the second half. And the Kent Denver Sun Devils win the gold ball. The 2012 2A state championship goes to Scott Yates and the Kent Denver Sun Devils. Final score 28-17 over Platte Valley. We'll come back in a moment and wrap this thing up from Kent Denver High School. Back in a moment right here on News Talk 1310 KFKA. History on the football side. First one since '91. They're out on the field right now holding up the gold ball, and there is Chance Tanner, who came into this game as the leading tackler in the state and played well. And you got to hand it to the Kent Denver defense. They figured out Troy Hoffman's club here in the second half today. They go into the locker room down by 3 and come out and shut out the Broncos in the second half.
And Coach Yates made even the adjustment at the end of the third quarter there. They weren't getting the production from Jaden Franklin that they would have liked. Platte Valley was really shutting him down, and they go to Brandon Jones, who before this football game comes in with just over 600 yards on the ground. So not a lot there, but he's been blocking. He was a great fullback, and now he's holding up the trophy down there. As he's a senior, they'll lose him, and then, no doubt about it, they're going to miss that guy. And, for Kent Denver, if we're talking about a Kent Denver player of the game, I'm looking at that number 25, Brandon Jones.
Yeah, good